Let's do this. So everyone, welcome to the 1000th Humany video, which is just crazy to say. So I'm CARY, I'm one of the co-creators of BFDI, as you all know, and I'm wearing this luxurious Object Shows Rock hoodie with the famous pregnant test tube, although it's not really pregnant, it just looks like a J. And this channel, of course, is my garbage dump channel called Humany, and as of right now, I have 999 videos, so this is 1000th. And I figured I should do something big for the big occasion. So what if I react to every BFDI episode so far? There's about 113 or 14 of them, I'm not quite sure. But I have them all in the playlist right here. And here's the rule. Oh, there's like a siren going. Okay, whatever. I'm going to give myself like 15 seconds to react to each one. So I don't have to pick the first 15 seconds, but I do have to give at least one remark. I can't just sit there and do nothing. I have to say something that no one else would know or like think about because, you know, I created it. So I remember the whole journey. But let's just start with the first episode. So, of course, we all know this verbatim. So let's start. Yeah, I know. She was so surprised. Really? Oh, for sure. I mean, it wasn't very big, just a little bug, but Flower went crazy! OMG, Flower is so afraid of... Oh, I got a word wrong. I said really afraid, but it's so afraid. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So, that's 14 seconds. We have one more second to watch.
Well, yeah. Flower thinks she's...
So, yeah, this was the first episode. So, Michael actually animated... Michael's my brother. Like, he animated the first 3 minutes of this video, and the first scene that I actually animated starts right after the intro when the competition... actually begins. So the very first thing I ever dragged into like the Flash like portal is this. And okay, so here's a fun fact. This is the fun fact that no one else would know. When I animated these,
stays on the bar the long.
I thought to myself they're gonna look really small, so I should make their facial features like their eyes much bigger, so that like you can at least see their eyes. So Eraser has eyes much bigger than the true model. But also like what you might realize is that at the very beginning I was very work intensive with tennis ball. I started with tennis ball.
Longest twins.
And like you can see that his masking, like his the designs on the tennis ball move around like independent of the ball itself. And
so yes,
I got lazy
whoever
over time.
stays on the bar
So
the
like watch, so I
longest
see like the it moves independently. But like as you move to the right, it gets lazier and lazier and lazier. And then by the time you get to the midpoint, I was like, I am so done with this. I've already animated 10 characters for like 3 seconds of animation. I'm gonna cover it up with this giant announcer so I don't have to do the rest. And honestly fair, like, whenever I'm animating a scene, if it's 1 or 2 characters, I can do it. More than that, it's like, oh my god, most people aren't kind of even watching, like, what Needle or Golf are up to. So anyway, that was way more than 15 seconds. Let's start to rapid fire. So, okay, this was January 1st, 2010, 74 million views, you know, this was back in middle school, I was 12, so we're gonna move through time now. So, aha, Ice Cube, come on down, you can be my ally. Okay, so I shouldn't just do all these reactions to be, like, reciting what's being said.
I choose pencil.
Okay, so what's a fun fact I could say? Well, I know that, like, one joke I've made is, like, oh, if I made these episodes really captivating, then episode 1 and part 2 should have the same number of views. It should be 74 million, 74 million. So the fact it dropped by 15 million means there's like 50 million people out in the world who watched only the first episode, were bored and left. And I wonder where those people are because they probably forgot they even saw it. There are rewatchers as well, or people coming back to be like, well, let's watch the historic first episode. But I do think there's like more people who pass through the fandom really fast than there are diehard fans, right? Like I think there's just more people who are on to like college, working life, and like forgot about it completely. They outnumber the diehard fans, but you just don't know it. So I think that's a really cool thing. So moving on.
Guess what pin?
Guess what pin?
You've won a win token.
You've won a win token.
What is a win token?
What is a
As
win
you
token?
Remember, you were the
So,
only one to wreck the
here's my
ribbon.
fun fact about this
That means
episode.
You did better than the...
It was happening February 1st, 2010, which is like in the middle of when, you know, there's that aesthetic that like people call Fruitiger or Fruitiger Arrow. Although like I know that's just the name of like, that's combining like Windows Arrow with like, anyway, this style of like MacBook, it's like some OS from like 2010, like is it MacBook OS history. Okay, this wasn't going to be like a history lesson, but that style of like the kind of metallic sheen. Oh, Snow Leopard, that was around, yeah, Snow Leopard. Like, obviously, like by 2013 or 2014, everyone went flat. right? Like iOS 6 came out. Like back then, we were into neomorphism or skeuomorphism, where like things were like physically like looked like they were objects on the screen, and like that's what you have
The
here.
rest of the contestants. So
Like the shininess, the bulbiness, the orbs. We don't do that anymore. We're all flat.
win a win token. If you are about to get eliminated,
Like,
you
look
can
at that
use your
shading.
win
That
token
wouldn't
to
happen in
avoid
this
half
current
of your
day.
votes.
But yeah, I think also like Pin it's kind of crazy to think that in season 1, Pin was like the first MVP. She was the first one to get 2 win tokens. She was the first person to like win a contest, and then she kind of faded into the background because she's actually one of the lowest placing people in season 1. Spoiler, whatever, don't care. And then she kind of becomes a main character again in season 2. So like we kind of forget that she had that early era. Okay, onward.
Guys, it is time for cake at stake.
Oh, really?
Ready? Really?
Why not? But first we have to get Pen and Woody and Eraser and Golf Ball and leave
Oh,
the
a fun fact. I think that there's a typo here where Pin. Yeah, the announcer says Pin, but then it says Pen twice as a typo. And there used to be an annotation to like fix that, because remember when YouTube had annotations, but now there's no way. Yeah. Also, I know there is a dialect in like Minnesota or that area where Pin and Pen are pronounced the same.
Let's do cake at stake.
The cake at stake. This is the first ever,
Okay,
second ever
let's
cake at
count
stake.
the votes. Wait, that doesn't seem right.
Okay, that's the first time that joke is played of the digits not showing up, but that's gonna play many, many times. Oh yeah. So that's the first April Fool's joke, and what I will say is that, this kind of like appearance of a removed video is how it looked in 2010, and I think that like in future years there'll be different visual styles. Like I remember there was like the kind of red rectangle that has like the kind of like slanted face, and it says this video's been removed, and now it's like that circle with the exclamation point. But this is what it looked like in 2010. Also, you notice that I changed it to actually. I did that because I didn't want people to click off because they thought the video was actually removed, and I thought that if it stuck on this video has been removed for like 5 seconds, it would be too long and people would actually click off. So the actually was there to like swoop them in, keep them watching. But I don't like, if you don't have an attention span to sit through 3 seconds, like you're a lost cause at that point. So fun fact about like this episode is about baking cakes, and like I just think that it was really like I was really into points, like scoring, and like the maximum score is out of 26 because it's 10 10 6. Like I'm pretty sure I drew out a spreadsheet and a table of like what scores everyone got, and you can see part of that like here, you know, like I used to be so obsessed with making sure these are all factually correct.
Score with her flour cake. She gets her second.
Okay, I'm going way over 15 seconds. I gotta go faster. 1 week ago, Michael animated this in 60 frames per second because it's so cinematic and like physical, real world. But like I don't think this actually shows up in 60 FPS. It's just like interpolated, and that's because YouTube didn't allow 60 FPS videos back then. It didn't have that feature, but now like every video is 60 FPS. Also, this shows that like my love of astronomy, you know, I was really into like nuclear fusion, or just knowing how stars create heat and energy, and like hydrogen into helium. Other fun fact, so Michael animated the first 30 seconds. I animated this part.
What?
Oh yeah, so Pin says what there. And when you count the secret message of like the first spoken word of the first episode, the second spoken word of the second episode, I was worried people would forget about the what, because it's not surrounded by any other words in 10 seconds in either direction. Anyway, on to the next one.
Let's do cake at stake.
I really
do not like cake at steak.
Oh, do you not? I guess we'll take the shortcut and eliminate you immediately then.
I really like cake at steak. I feel
That's
like
better. Now we can do
this
cake at stake.
was the beginning of Sassy Pencil that like I really fell in love with in the first season. Like a lot of my favorite lines are just like her being really scathing for no reason. Like she's like, Ice Cube, compared to Match, you're garbage. Or I don't want to hear any stupid questions right now. Pop, I know that people are like, Pencil, why do you have to be so mean?
So, the team who
But she
lost
says it to
will
people
do
she
cake at
loves.
stake.
Right? She
If you
wouldn't
remember from
kind of
last time,
playfully
good
bully
Otis beat Rip the
someone
tie, so the
unless
Raiders won the tiebreaker.
she thought like this is a
Cherries
friend I'll
lost.
be around for a
Heel
long
low,
time.
Cherries. So you
Oh
know.
yeah, heel low. The answer is heel low. That actually is a joke that continues in the joke episode, and that's like you don't actually see it. Like I used to say heel low to Michael all the time. Like that's hello with 2 E's. But at the end of the joke episode, wait, it has a dislike from myself. Like Jack and Jelly disliked its own video. So I would write Hilo. So right now it says okay. I was sad because like Hilo Michael shows up on the whiteboard in this actual official episode. See there, Hilo Michael. It's kind of low resolution, and then yeah, okay. Okay, that's probably the best resolution you're gonna get. Heello is Hilo. But then within like less than half a second, it gets covered up with you watched a Hilo Michael production. Not production, production. So no one knows the Hilo lore. Okay, well anyway. Onward.
Know the rules. The one cherry.
Hey guys, watch this!
Hey guys, watch this.
I'm better.
See, I can do 3.
Amazing. I'm spinning 7.
Okay.
You think anyone can?
I think that like this is a joke that went under the radar. The fact that like people would say like amazing for when there's 3 basketballs, and then golf ball who has no arms is doing 7 and no one cares. Like, isn't 7 like exponentially more impressive? Like, I don't get why you wouldn't care.
How many can you do? Needy.
Needy. There's 4 levels of slowdown. So the fun fact about this episode is, so this is the first non-voting episode, and people might wonder like, why did you do that? Like, people like when there's voting, right? I forget when this announced.
Cherries to be on your team.
Okay then, let's see.
It's
So let's take a vote. Who do
yeah,
you
they
want,
vote, like the
Icy?
contestants vote, not the viewers.
Trusting you, Fire. Sure.
So why don't we do that? Oh no, here's the reason. Okay, so in the summer of 2010, we took a family trip to like the Grand Canyon, the Utah Arches, like that whole kind of area of the US. And because of that, we were like out of the house for like 2 weeks. So we knew that in the month of July, we wouldn't have much time to produce episode 8. So to like cut down, we didn't have the voting period, which is usually the 1st to the 10th, so that we could make episode 8 in that time.
Announcer thing.
Announcer thing. What? You know how we were trapped? Okay, see at this point I don't have it memorized.
Well, we solved it.
And so we're free.
That's good to know.
Did you know I've never been
Voted for to be eliminated?
Wow.
Wow,
I'm
Coolio.
the only squishy cherry who's like that.
I think this is showing the nerding out. Like this is just me speaking as a nerd about like the voting stats. So yeah, I know this is the relay race, but I have to speed it up. I've only done
This
9
book
episodes.
is the best.
Fun fact: the limbs changed. The asset style went from this kind of like hand-drawn,
Okay, what
rough
are
look
those
to this like
sounds?
geometrically perfect line segments. So you know it looks so different.
Match. Do you know what those sounds are?
What sounds? Oh, that?
Yeah. Come on, Match. Let's find out.
Like she's being pulled by the top of her head. Like that could actually be painful. It could like dislodge your neck. Fun fact. Actually don't know. First time golf ball unintentionally names a name based on a sentence. Like, oh, we need to be another name, and then she's like, a better name than that, and all that. So fun fact. Double digits.
Down a bottomless pit is boring.
Fun fact, this is based off of a Teen Girl Squad from Homestar Runner. So Homestar Runner is a animated like flash animated cartoon from the early 2010s that was fully on the internet, often called one of the first like internet fandoms. And there is a inside joke or like inside show called Teen Girl Squad. It's like supposed to be a comic strip within the show. And there's like what's her face, the pretty one. Oh no. What is it? What's her face? The ugly one. So and so. Oh, I don't remember the names. But anyway, yeah, Teen Girl Squad. Like in this thing, they fall down a bottomless pit, and then someone says like, when you fall in a bottomless pit, you die of starvation.
Cause it's taking so long.
Blocky, I see the bottom of this pit.
Bottomless is such a lie. A lie.
What?
Okay, this is when IT could only say repeated lines. The word a lie is just from her clip saying, can I be part of your alliance? And the alliance, like that was cut out. So, you know,
Bottom?
it wasn't a new line because our voices had dropped by this point. We were 13. We were getting old. Not really. Okay, that's 15 seconds. Yellowface's first
What
appearance?
do
Not
you
really.
think that cloud
Looks like.
I
I think the cloud looks like a tennis ball.
Well,
I think it looks like a golf ball.
Tennis ball.
golf ball.
Tennis ball.
And everyone says like, it looks like a snowball. Let's be real, that's a snowball
Rob
asset.
has some serious vomiting issues. Yeah, but when he has to barf,
He knows exactly where to. The 2 is a separate line, and you can tell where to, you know. I really liked animating this, or like at least including this in the episode, because it has a lot of mathematical properties. So the speed of slapping doubles at every like like interval of 2 seconds or something. And when you have a doubling feature like that, that always means that there has been as many more slaps in the most recent segment than all the previous segments. So the last 2 seconds of this has more slaps than the previous all slaps ever. But I think what's funny is like there's a lot of unintended humor with this first season because of like the awkward stumblingness. Like it goes from like and then pause, and then half a second later Golfo says, "Guys, listen."
Guys.
Like that. Guys, it's like, did they just stop slapping on their own? Like usually you would say guys, and they're still like fighting, and then you say like please stop, and then they stop. But like they actually stopped on their own. Anyway, moving on. Oh, fun fact, those are Minecraft walking sounds, and this is proof that Michael and I were playing Minecraft in 2010, so that makes me feel like a real OG. Like, you know, like I was there before it was cool. Bubble is clearer than she normally is there, so we could read through her. Also, I think it's the shortest pre-intro segment to date. Okay, so I guess that's technically 15 seconds.
Hey, Coiny, you're a penny. You're worthless.
Okay, I do like the
Worthless
music here. The music is like, it's just so whimsical. Like, it literally is whimsy in its truest form. First ever BFDI birthday ring. I don't know, like, now people think that whenever it's an Object's anniversary, they have to animate their characters in a ring around a cake. You don't have to do that. I do like that it's become a pattern and trend and more people want to try it. But, like, I don't know where we came up with the idea. It does feel very fitting, though. It's like a reunion. I would say that this section here is a testament to my origins on YouTube. So our first ever video on YouTube is the Bebe Squisher. It's a Rube Goldberg machine, which is like a chain reaction, like, machine you build. And this is a chain reaction Rube Goldberg machine of death. Also, Bottle's first appearance, yay. Okay, we gotta pick up the pace.
Hey, Pen, try to jump over that.
That. See, that was easy. That was the easiest thing I've ever done.
Let me try.
Okay, fun fact, this episode was being produced around the time that we first got on Facebook, and so I remember, like, previews of this episode, before it was done, we posted to the BFDI Facebook page. Save me, Pen, Blocky!
Pencil.
Oh, also, other fun fact, when they're falling in, so earlier on, I had to manually like zoom out the camera each frame because I didn't know about like graphics or motion. Like I didn't know about the technique yet, so like it's very jittery when it zooms out. Like watch, jitter, jitter, jitter. But then I actually kind of realized I liked the jitter. So when it continues to zoom, when it reaches this point, it doesn't actually need to zoom out any further because you can already see enough characters. But I added jitter.
I see.
Oh, not there.
Pencil.
Like those last few. To continue the funny jittery look. So this was necessary. Those aren't. That was like. Okay, well, Ice Cube caused like 9 deaths. Like she said, revenge. But like, she did not get killed nine times. Or I guess there was the like the Ice Cube recovery something. But like this revenge is way higher, way like more inflicting than whatever first happened to her. I feel like. Okay.
Hey guys, let's play catch.
Fun. Oh my god, you can see I've liked these videos. Well, I mean, I was like a kid.
It's
Like
no fun
I wanted
without
to promote the
catch.
episode when it had like 12 likes or something.
The toy loser chamber must be for Moya.
Yeah.
My fun-
Ice Cube.
My fun fact about this episode is that like for years and years, when people would ask me what's your favorite episode, I'd always point to this one, partly because it has a 2-parter. There's 2 contests, both like survive in the barf bag and also eat or bake the best taco. But here's like
You're a good person.
one of
But Match is way better.
Pencil just
Match
being
is
like
way
an absolute
better
bully.
by a mile. Icy.
Compared to Match, you're garbage. Like that's so mean. Okay, well, I shouldn't say that's good. Kids, don't bully your friends. It's not worth it. Okay. Fun fact about this episode,
Due to budget cuts, this
I
episode will be
theorize that
using
it is
puppets instead of
the
being
least viewed
animated.
episode from season 1 because it starts with puppets, which people didn't expect,
nothing, just
and they
looking
don't
at
watch
clouds.
far enough to realize that this
Watching
isn't the whole
clouds, huh?
episode.
You seem pretty bored.
Like it's for the first 2 minutes, which is longer than people probably think it's like the whole episode. But they click off by that point. And I don't really mind that. I think it's a funny joke. It's like, oh, we're gonna troll you guys and let's see how many people can't stand the trolling. We also lost these puppets. They were in our house until at least 2020. I know we had them by 2020, but I don't know where they are now. Whatever.
Pencil is last.
Yeah, that became iconic, didn't it? Okay.
Bubble. Hey, Leafy.
Since you are
So wonderful. I'm giving you a gift.
Wow, that's
That's
the
the nicest thing
anybody's
ever done for me.
Don't
I
open
think
the bubble.
this episode. Oh yeah, well this episode I know is like one of the most viewed from season 1, and I think it's because all the recommended characters show up at the end for the first time. Like you can see the like audience retention graph goes way up once these people start showing up. But every character is given exactly 2 seconds of screen time here, no more, no less. And I think that like that was sort of an artistic challenge to force upon ourselves.
I'm a dictionary, and you'd better believe it. Watches are wannabes.
Like I think it means that like some characters, like Cloudy there, actually kind of wasted time. Like he didn't need to take a whole 2 seconds because all he does is go zap. Whereas other ones, okay, not funny, David or Doran, like. I just think that the 2 second rule is like, oh, it's putting a creative restriction on yourself. Okay, episode 18 was by far the longest episode we ever made up to that point. And it was also tough because it was around the time we were graduating middle school, so we were really busy with like schoolwork. So I remember thinking like this episode could not be done in time.
We
And-
have to escape.
That's easy
I
for
think
you to say.
I remember like
You left
getting
the tiny
stomach
music
pain
chamber in episode
while
9.
animating the
Yeah,
scene of
but
like water
now I'm back.
spilling into the
I don't wanna
HP
have to
into the
stay here much
TLC.
longer.
And the
You
stomach
think
pain was
you've
I
seen
couldn't
anything
figure out if it's
I've
because I was
been in
stressed
here
about the
for 16
episode
months, and
or it's
I
because
want
I was like
now.
eating something bad or like
Hey,
but I think it was actually because I was eating something bad. First time like I had animated Flower and Blocky in like a year. Like I kind of forgot that those characters existed. But yeah, also like I think this one's a very high viewed because it's also the recommended characters showing up for so much of this.
So we got a total of 450 votes.
Like-
Everyone.
They all hello, hello.
Well, let's
I
get
love the way they go hello. Like it sounds kind of like eerie or almost unhuman the way they say hello. But what was I gonna point out?
Hello, everyone.
See, it feels like
Well, let's get
alien
to it.
almost. I was really proud of the way I animated this. Like I felt like this looked like so physically real. Like I was like, oh my god, I am nailing physics right now. Yeah, but like it falls in the water, and that's why it starts to flood with like the water starts to fill up the internal compartment, and that like that's when I had the stomach pain. But we made it. It was a 12-minute episode made by 2 people in 2011. Okay,
pencil.
we're
Watch
about
this.
15% the way through the whole show.
Ha! Isn't that just so funny? Absolutely.
Fun fact: Fire says "ha" because I was worried that if he said "ha ha," you wouldn't be able to interpret if that's 1 or 2 words. So that the secret message might get ambiguous. But we still messed up the secret message anyway, because, you know, whatever.
Not Fiery. I've seen Bubble Pop quite a number of times, but that
Right there was by far the
cruelest.
cruelest. This is also the
You know,
second shortest
Fiery,
episode
I think
ever.
You need to taste your own medicine.
I also think it's so funny that
Pencil,
she's like,
don't tell me you
you
just
can't
feel
kill
fine.
people, and then in response
Out of my
she does
way.
it. And then she does that. Like she's gotten way worse.
And I'm tired of
Okay, wait, I know that this was like considered one of the worst errors of BFDI, or like goofs. Her mouth is off her body, and that happens because like I changed the speed at which the camera pans because we later got given more recommended characters, so the camera needed to pan even faster to get through them all. But the mouth's keyframes were already like locked in, and I didn't remember to update it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, on to episode 20.
Oh no!
Looks like I win again.
Come on, Lee.
Oh yeah, I
We have to
specifically made the X's and zeros to be in the dumbest place possible for Fiery. Like when Fiery put the O's, like there's almost no worse of a combination of 2 O's. Like there's no like single path I can use either of them or
play.
both of them.
I have to win this time.
Oh, I don't know, Fiery. I hadn't planned on playing tic-tac-toe 73 times today.
Come on,
73.
Leafy, please.
Actually, yeah, let's do it.
I think
Oh my
that
gosh, watch this girl.
73
He might be sick. We have to go help him.
appears
Hey, wait,
before any
Leafy,
mention of the number
come
2763.
Leafy.
And I wonder if like 73 became 2763 because like it's like 2763, like you know, like it kind of is a descendant.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, this also features one of my favorite
No, what happened to the
This is one of my favorite jokes ever.
Big Dipper? And why about the nice you playing catch?
Be quiet.
Yeah, like the fact that I can play catch with a star, like it's just like, and it happens so fast, like it's not a big deal. Like I
Even though
love
we are in
that.
space, everything is still the same. So we will still have cake at stake.
The points are
Oh
gone.
yeah. I think Michael became like really good at music so early in this whole YouTube journey because this is like him singing multiple voices, and this is only 3 years into doing YouTube. I don't know, it's just beautiful.
Free
Of them now, but we look on to the moment that we see the next slice of cake, a step closer to the prize brought on by Cake at Stake. In my head, I was like instantly thinking of the BFDI season 1 finale where it cuts to the whole crowd going, Cake at Stake, and then Teardrop lips the words, and everyone's like, oh, Teardrop talked. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Who wants to go back to Earth? But don't you want to see the Orion Nebula?
Fun fact. Okay, I keep like saying fun fact. That Orion Nebula asset,
wants to go
I did
back
not
to
draw
Earth,
for
but
BFDI.
don't you want
I
to
drew it
see
because
the
I was
Orion
working on Scale of the Universe 2, and it actually appears here before Scale of the Universe 2 came out, which was February 2012. Because I was already halfway done with the project. But other fun fact, when I drew the Orion Nebula, which by the way it looks like, let me just Google it. There was actually a glitch. So this is what the Orion Nebula like truly looks. Oh, you can't see that. Like, oh my god, you can't see that at all. Like, it looks like this. Okay, so that's the real Orion Nebula. So here's okay. h1.net/scale2. Here's the fun fact. I drew that nebula in 2 layers. Oh my god, this ad is huge. Okay, so the Orion Nebula is right here. And oh no, the glitch happened here too. Okay, well, I guess I can't really explain how it's happened. But like, in some ways you can see that this blob here, it's like not very transparent in these pink colors, and it gets transparenter in this blob, which is supposed to be in front of this larger like cluster. And that's because I accidentally put the 2 layers of like drawings on this, or 2 drawings on the same layer, and so kind of like ate a chunk, like this brown thing ate a chunk into the pink thing, which shouldn't have happened. But I don't really care. But that's too technical. I actually want to talk about like the actual characters.
Choose Ice Cube because it gets really hot in the TLC and I need
Help cooling it down.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Ice Cube would, like, cool things down a ton.
I agree. Ice Cube. The heat is
I always regretted this elimination because I now have this rule that like eliminations feel more just when they are done with a voter consent. And Ice Cube here was not, like, voters didn't have a say. And a lot of people say like, oh, the writers were so worried that Ice Cube was going to go on to win the whole season when she's kind of like a floater. I mean, no offense to Ice Cube fans. At this point, she definitely was a floater. That they had to like rig it so she got out. That really wasn't what happened.
almost unbearable.
Yeah, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
I think it really was just that like this joke of like, oh, she needs to cool down the TLC fit really well. Also, like, I used one graphic to do all these characters slapping, which means that certain characters that shouldn't even have arms like this, like, oh, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, I think, she has an arm attached to her David body. Like, that's so ugly to me, but I just had to do it. Like, people were recommending, like, the most, like, why is Moby the puppy a recommended character? Like, is that puppy even still alive? Like, if you were a puppy in 2011, you'd be a 15-year-old dog now, so I hope you're a senior
Hey, Flower,
dog that's still alive.
Whatever it is, I don't care. But Flower, this time it's really important. Unless it is Dream,
Dream
Island,
Island, I don't
want to
hear it.
Oh, well, it's a bug.
I remember, okay, fun fact. So when I was writing this episode, originally a Flower says, like, unless it's, like makeup or shopping, I don't want to hear it. And I wrote that and I was like, wait, that's really, like not nice to women, or like, it isn't, it's stereotyping characters. And I was like, I don't want female characters to have only female stereotypes. I was like, what's actually true about Flower? It's that she thinks she's the deserved winner. That's just more fitting to her personality. So we changed that out, and I think it's much better because of it. Also, I was so proud of the way that this bridge breaks. Like, when it cracks. Okay, so here's like a fun, like, cinematic tip. Like, so there's so many cracks that I drew here. Whenever the camera cuts out or cuts to a different angle, you're allowed to, like, take a shortcut. So look how many cracks there are, and then it cuts. And then it cuts, and now look, there's way fewer cracks. And then when it actually falls apart, it falls apart along those fewer lines. So it just was a lot easier to animate that way.
Oh my gosh, Fiery, I'll save you!
Yeah, so I feel like at this point, I was just getting a lot more confident with, like, the way that physics should feel. Like, not that I'm the best at that. Like, I still struggle with it. But, like, you know, with the way that Leafy, like, is, like, on a bungee cord and bounces back up, like, it felt like, oh, there's actual weight to Leafy, which it doesn't make sense. Also, Fiery Secret Box shows up. Is this, oh yeah, this is when the, like, that weird, like, tub fluid simulator. Where is the fluid simulator?
Small slice. Because I hate you. Oh, and I voice. Hey,
Wait, where is it?
here's your cake. Hello, where's my...
When you say that.
Hello,
Where is it?
It doesn't the tub, and where's the TV?
Oh, the tub.
And where's the
Oh, yeah.
What's
Well, the reason that's there is because in the summer of 2011, I was part of this summer camp called Google CAPE, which stands for Computing and Programming Experience. And, you know, they said you could code anything you want. If you want to make a game, you can make a game. If you want to make a visual novel or like a robots go for it. And I made this like fluid simulator without really knowing how fluids worked, and that's why it actually ends up so wrong.
Not metal ball with 80 foot. Personally, I'd be. Well, anyway, let's show them out.
Oh yeah, wait, like okay, so I tried to simulate fluids and water. The issue is it never settles down. Like I guess I didn't know how to add like dampening effects, but like it just keeps jiggling and jiggling forever.
So close, I can't tell.
And you know, Michael cut it shorter so that like, you wouldn't tell that. Anyway, I'm taking too long. Okay. Hurtful. This is where we're starting to really get into like the end of the first season. It's like feeling like we're on a home stretch, the final run.
Oh, we get it. Fixed.
At this point, we're like
Be quiet
still
and leave me alone.
none of the live viewers know that like there is a secret message.
What does it say?
We are currently building an
Also-
announcer recovery center. It's a
Fun fact. Look, the paper goes behind Spongy's face. I remember I tried to fix that and I like Control Z'd it, or like I forgot to save, so like it never got fixed. And people pointing that out, I don't really care. I think it's a fun goof.
message.
What is it?
Out of my way. I need my.
This is one of my favorite challenges because it's so long and like meaty. Like it's like 6 whole minutes of like, well, I guess it's not 6 minutes, but like so much happens. I tend to think that this scene where they just do like the last 14 challenges is like one of the most intensive FLAs I had to do at the time because there's so many recommended characters in the back, but like, also like think about like all the assets that had to be drawn and like put in the right spot.
Oh no, this is a maroon
But I also
ball.
feel like this kind of thing was required to get the episode to be like a reasonable amount of time and not like 20 minutes long, right? It's like you have to just like rapid fire through it. Also, yeah,
So
I
all
forgot
we have to
Bubble
do-
is the only one who makes it that far. Like I forgot Leafy is with her for the longest time, and the reason that she can't keep up is because she has a maroon ball. Like it's episode 13 here. Find a red ball.
Oh no, this is a maroon ball.
Like that's such. It's like lazy writing, but it's like that's fine. Like you know, things like that happen in the real world all the time.
Bubble, I demand an apology.
Huh? What for?
You know exactly the reason. I know you.
This
did.
is like the
Is
penultimate
it because
episode.
I killed you?
No, I don't care about that. It's because you didn't give me immunity.
What?
I know one of the people on our team now, TT Guy. This was the first episode of BFDI he ever watched, and the reason that he got hooked after watching this is because Flower says, like, Bubble's like, oh, is it because I killed you? And then Flower says, no, it's because you didn't give me your immunity. And that, like, you mentioning the phrase immunity in his head was like, whoa, that means this is like an elimination show, like Total Drama Island, which means that's really fun, and I want to see who wins, you know?
That's
I
it.
think that's really
Sorry,
fortunate.
Flower, but I don't think I'll apologize for that.
Yeah, speak for yourself, Bubble. Like,
I'll
like
apologize
stand
for
up
it.
for yourself.
Flower, Bubble is sincerely sorry for not giving you immunity.
I guess that's adequate.
I love that Flower says, I guess that's adequate, because the idea of apologizing for someone else when they're not, like, saying, like, this person speaks for me, is like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, Bubble did not apologize. Also, I just love the way that Leafy's like, Bubble, like, she says, a lot to show that it's also less legit. But Flower just says, that's adequate.
Gee, Leafy, why'd you do that? I thought you hated me. Well, I just had a little argument. Shouldn't end our friendship. Oh, so let's be friends again. Leafy, we're friends. And then we're not. And then we're friends.
And then we're not.
This
I
doesn't
think this
seem
is
a
like
very
inspired by
stable
II,
friendship.
to be honest, because
so-
like, you know, Inanimate Sanity had started like April 2011, and BFDI was like totally just like challenges and no drama up until that point. And I think that like II was already starting to have like friendships and betrayals and like, I don't know, just like more dynamics. And I was like, I want to like fit that into the first season before it ends. And Leafy and Bubbles like on and off again, friendship enemy. I thought was like a really good way to at least have a little bit of that. And it made it by the finale, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, on to the finale of season 1.
Good.
Oh, what is it?
Well, I was thinking about
This is
some
the grand
stuff.
reveal.
Thought of something
No one
that
else
might
knew there was
be
a
really
secret
cool
message until this moment.
And what would that be?
I wonder what would happen if you took the first spoken word of the first episode, the second spoken
By the
word
way-
of the second episode, all the way up until the 25th spoken word of the 25th episode.
So that does make a secret message. We did make a couple mistakes. There is a secret message in BFDIA as well, not just one, but 2. And I remember, like, I also had a third secret message that, like, you had to count from the end of the episode for the first 5 episodes of BFDIA. But then, like, 10 years later when I revisited the season, I couldn't find that secret message again. So we didn't really try to continue it. But there still is, like, some mysterious 5-letter end of episode secret message that I can't find. And I know that happens because Gelatin says very awkwardly, like, oh, we should write first on Evil Leafy's back. Oh. And he says it very, like, stiltedly because I'm trying to shoehorn in some message, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, this finale, it's written with me, Michael, and, like, 5 of our friends from high school. And like we made a Google Doc to write this, and I feel like it was the most effort we put into like actual story writing. And it's so weird to think that like a bunch of kids I've not talked to in 10 years, well now they're adults, technically could have writing credit on this. Like they helped us figure out like should Leafy betray da 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 da. They just wanted to help just to, like because they were friends and like it was fun. But I think most of them probably don't even know that the show's still going on, you know. Anyway, on to BFDI. So this is the first episode of BFDI. So this is now the first time we take a 6-month jump in time, at least in the real world. Also, I am actually going to be reacting to every episode, including BFDI 25, which is not out yet. You might wonder how I'm going to do that. Well, you'll see. So we got to go through all of BFDI first. A. So, I think that BFDI A1 is one of our weakest first episodes because 1, it's really short. 2, there's a lot of filler. I mean, I can say that. You guys aren't allowed to say that because like this is just me like self-critiquing. Like the whole thing of let's all show our favorite screens was obviously just to like flesh this out so that we barely passed the 7-minute mark, which is like the shortest I felt like was a full-fledged episode. And we definitely came back because like in the summer of 2012 we started to notice that fandom was like growing faster again. I was like, we haven't really seen any new episodes. Why is that? We better give them something. And also around this time, I don't know if the fan base knows this, the recent fan base knows this. In early 2012, Inanimate Insanity overtook us in subscribers, and I was definitely like, I want to try to go for that top spot again. Like, I want to have that this like friendly rivalry and get to the top spot. So we started like making episodes again, and I remember when this episode dropped on that exact day, we gained 32 subscribers, which was huge because we had about like 2,000 at the time. And like slowly over the course of the summer, like I remember by August, we caught up again. And I think it was partly thanks to the show coming back. So I guess a bit of friendly competition can help and bring back a dead show.
Why?
Just forget it!
Donut, we need a way to identify
I made the grass darker here just to make it feel like it was a different biome, but it's the laziest way to make a new biome, but it works.
Eliminated, so I got all sweaty.
It's so obvious that the only reason that Pin sweats oozes to make the wheel ooze a whole bunch joke. Like, it's so contrived, but I love that. Okay, we gotta move on faster.
Let's hear that new Cake at Steak song.
Okay, that's better.
Well, that was a bit of an
Fun
improvement.
fact.
It's about 20 times better than your last attempt.
In 2012, the Brony fandom was the hugest thing on the internet, and I did not know this, but Rainbow Dash has this quote in the show where she says like 20% cooler, which became a meme within Bronies. I did not know. So when, or 20% cooler, like when I had Fry say it's about 20% better or 20 times better, it was just a coincidence. But everyone was like, Carrie's a Brony confirmed. Carrie's a Brony confirmed. Like 20% cooler is 1.2 times cooler. But what Fries is saying is it's 20 times better. Like that's such a much bigger jump. Oh my god. Also, these animations, I remember I made these to flex on the other Object Show animators, like, cause like I made this not like you might think it's like with Blender or some 3D software. I did it in processing and like I coded the like 3D zoom like manually, and I was like, oh, it's because I'm like so smart. And it's like I wouldn't do that now. I feel like that's such a pretentious thing to do.
Where are these guys coming from? This is getting out of control.
But also like
coming from.
The compression, it gets so bad because it literally is just like static noise at the top. Like, you can see all the JPEG artifacts up there, but you know, you just gotta do that.
Where are these guys coming from? This is getting out of control.
I think that's like one of Nichols' like first lines ever, which is crazy.
Hey, what's the
Oh, okay, BFDI A4. We're jumping forward another 3 months in time, August to November, and also like we started sophomore year of high school, so we're getting busy with that. I think the animation quality like instantly jumps up, partly because Michael animated this first section, but it's also the first time I like actually learned how to make characters' bodies move while they talk. And it's crazy that I had worked on 28 episodes of BFDI where the characters' mouths don't really like the bodies don't move while they talk. It's like crazy how late I learned that.
we're all battling for?
Wait, you actually don't know?
No, I really wish I did.
Wow.
Oh, she's so cute. I really wish I
always thought you
did.
were well read.
Book, don't try to be a little cutesy person.
I always thought you were warm.
Okay, so fun fact. So Book says like later in the episode or very soon, Dream Island, that sounds like a disease.
So what are we battling for?
It's happening in
Dream
like 5
Island.
seconds.
Dream Island? That sounds like a disease.
So I don't think people really picked up that the joke here is like it's such a subtle joke. It's just that like we try to think like what does Dream Island sound the least like, and it's like a disease because like every disease ends with like itis. Like you have like gingivitis or like malaria, or like they all have like very Greek sounding scientific names. Dream Island sounds like a very just run-of-the-mill English words. It is the least disease-sounding word ever, and that's why it's like a joke that book says this. But I mean, I think it's a bit of a lame joke, so I don't really mind if people like didn't pick up on that.
Well, it's not. To quote the gray faceless robot, a whole square mile
Yeah, but
of
like,
paradise.
I remember I was so proud of like creating the like backgrounds for the underground factory and then adding like the red filter on top, because like,
Golf ball! You just killed Fries!
yeah, I love how in the world of BFDI, graffiti spelled like graffiti is like canon. Like it happens all the time in multiple ways. Okay, moving on. Technically, the season 1 finale also happened on a January 1st birthday, but it doesn't feature this like animation. So this is the second time this animation happens. I remember when I was animating this like zooming ring thing, it was the first time I realized that like when symbols are too small in the center, animate or flash, I guess, will just stop rendering it. So if you look really pay attention to the center, like the cake in the middle, you'll start to notice like the inner rings will just pop away. There, it popped away. Like it's really, really small. And another one popped away. Pop. Oh yeah, like, oh my god, like this whole ring, like the inner ones pop away or didn't pop away, but this ring outside of that popped away. And that's because actually I don't really know. But like these outer rings are just PNG files, because like the idea of having like hundreds and hundreds of symbols, it would make the program crash. Like, let's be real. Longest episode to date, by the way. And the contest doesn't even really start. By the way, my advice, if I could relive life, would be, and I know that people wouldn't really agree with this, because I think nowadays people think that the BFDI A5 saga to Yoyo City is so historic and like pivotal. But like if I were back in like late 2012 trying to finish this episode, I would have just been like, oh, by the way, like when Evil Leafy eats the Free Smart Super Van, it's just like Free Smart's eliminated, Team No Name is eliminated because they got eaten. I guess that means that Woe Bunch wins. And then that should just be the end of the contest. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, but the reason I think that would have been good is because it would have progressed the elimination like progress of the contest further, which would have motivated, because like I think as the producers of the show, you get motivated by seeing yourself get closer to the finish line that you are dreaming of, and that motivation would have helped us continue the show a little bit longer. Because I think that like, you know, by the end of 2013, when it was still BFDI A5E and we hadn't even eliminated another contestant, you know, it was really easy to quit and stop making episodes because we hadn't progressed the storyline in like a year by that point. Like we hadn't done a single new elimination in like a year. So I feel like, you know, even though it sounds bad to say like, oh, cut off your episodes halfway through if you're half done, it's like throwing out, like, I don't know, it's like the trolley problem, like letting one person die so that the 5 people or the whole group can survive and live on. Like that's how I feel like it would have gone. But you know, I can't really change the past. That's how it went. Also, well, actually no, I'm just gonna move on. No also, because I'll never actually finish this video. I'm not gonna actually play this game. I do want to hit the 15-second mark, but I think that the thumbnail is like, we're not gonna talk about that either. But I think that like, I remember like I showed my friends in high school that like we uploaded a single image to YouTube and it had 100,000 views at the time, and I was like, wow, it's like, see, it shows that you don't have to try that hard to like be big on YouTube. But it was like, it was big because like all of the episodes before it were big and it's in the same playlist. So like everyone passing through just watching the playlist are gonna watch it, so that makes sense. But the game itself is like, has no stats tracking on it. It's like, it was just on h1s.net, so you actually can't even like see how many people have played it. So I don't know if it has like 1 million plays. Maybe it's like 100,000 plays. Now you can't even play it because it's Flash. But that may change soon, but I can't really say much more than that. I don't really know why we added raining basketballs. Like I feel like it's just no explanation, but it adds. I guess it adds a feeling of like you're in an alien universe, which people like.
Golf ball, tennis
Oh,
ball,
I'm actually surprised.
Right.
No, okay, for years, when people would ask what's your least favorite episode, I would say this one, and the reason is just because it's like so dark. But in retrospect, I actually like that like the show has eras of different moods. You know, like you know how like the Beatles had their like kind of preppy upbeat, like wholesome era, like I wanna hold your hand, and then they had their like psychedelic era like a few years later. It's like, oh, you can really analyze the different eras. I think I kind of like that we have an era where Ruby is brought to tears.
They teach you this in gem school? I didn't go to gem school. Pencil. Gem school
Where does
wasn't
she cry?
like for diamonds.
Oh,
Don't
here.
you know?
This is where she cries.
It's just.
Yeah, that's where she cries.
Okay.
And it's like
I'm sorry, Ruby.
you know, Friesman has this big fight. Pin gets crushed to death. Evil Leafy gets crushed to death. I also like. I know I've said this before, but that scene where like Needle like burns to death. It was supposed to have music in the background to make it like I wanted to use like Hans Zimmer's like epic cinematic music, or actually let me pick like no. Okay, so I know that I shouldn't play copyrighted music, but let's do like BFDI 14 battle music. So in BFDI 14 there is like a copyright free battle music. Is it this? Yeah. So imagine what this would have sounded like. Also, I should not be spending this much time on this episode, but imagine this. This is an alternate universe how it actually would have been. It's too loud.
Now and recover her when we catch up to Freeze Smart.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this
Oh.
covered.
Wait. Rewind.
When we catch up to Freeze Smart.
This could have been.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this covered.
Help me!
Wait, why did that line up kind of well? Well, maybe not. Well, it was like playing the like the da-da-da-dun like the finale right when she fell over. I was like, whoa, it lines up with Needle's death, and then it cut right into the like peaceful like da 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 music later. So that was cool. Anyway, moving on. Man, we're not gonna. This is gonna take forever. Fun fact: the number of days is accurate. It goes from day 1 to day 77 because it actually is 77 days between April 14th and July 2nd.
OMG. It's like
yeah.
break
Okay, that's 15
time.
seconds.
I didn't know there was a break time.
Every girl.
Oh,
needs
okay.
a
Fun
break
fact.
Time.
Come
here, book.
Actually, I do have a fun fact.
You
These tokens.
Oh, the HPHPR.
Oh yeah. By the way, like Yellowface putting them back in, it was definitely just because I didn't know how to predict 15 seconds when I wrote the script. So like when I did actually kind of put the audio together and I realized like, wait, this is actually like 40 seconds. I'm gonna need to have 15 turned into 40, but I don't want to like re-record the audio, so I just had Yellowface extended by these postponed tokens. But the fun fact I really want to say is that these tokens are from Baguette, and it's kind of crazy that Baguette is very unknown compared to the episode itself. Like I think that nobody, like 99% of people, like the people who have watched this don't know that like this style of the token came from this. Oh my god. Well, like, see, like, January 2013, see, a lot checks out, right? Like, that came before this. And, like, let's see how many tokens... Wait, did I have tokens? Oh, yeah, like this. Banana gets a swap token. Strawberry gets a win token. And they all had different effects. I don't remember them all. And then I know that, like, Baguette went on hiatus, but I know that, like, Anko 6, created BFDI in, like, 2014 on, like, DeviantArt, which is, like, a whole camp. And, like, actually did play out the tokens in multiple seasons, so I'm happy that it did live a life of its own after that. Okay, moving on. Now it's on to the famous episode that was the most recent episode for 3 whole years, from 2013 to 2016. There's so much to say about this episode. Like, from like the development of Yoil City to like there's like weird audio effects throughout the entire thing, and the weird warbling that you especially hear with Tennis Ball. Some people like hypothesize that it was because like the aliens who live in Yoil City were like trying to like talk to Tennis Ball. Like they made some like crazy theories. The real reason it happens is because I think the video was like recorded with a 44K kilohertz like audio sample rate and then rendered with 48K, which you're not supposed to do. Like if you change the sample rate, like you end up with distortion effects. Also, I think that
We're at the summit
when Michael showed me these animations, because he animated the section, I was actually like mad at him because I was like, how can someone turn their hand into a mountain?
Wow! Yay!
We won.
And also,
we won, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like Bubble making this horrifying face either. But now I love it. Like, I think this is like the best of BFDI that like characters can do this. But you also don't know that like in the original animation, like all the characters make really, really weird faces. And I didn't like any of them. So I told Michael to like remove a lot of the crazy faces, and only Bubble survived. So I do wonder like what were the other crazy faces, but I can't even remember because it's just been so long. Also, other fun fact, I remember animating this while driving through like a California college tour, because like it was our summer before junior year of high school, so like my parents were like taking us to see which colleges we liked, you know, like UCLA, UCSD, UC Santa Barbara, all that stuff. And I remember while animating this in a hotel room in SoCal, they announced that Prince George was born, you know, like Prince William's son, you know, like in the UK, the British royalty, all that. Yeah, I don't really have a strong feeling about that whole British family, but like it was just interesting that like I remember where I was when that was announced, and now kids that age are turning 13 this year. So crazy. Okay, moving on. 10 years forward in time. We're gonna do this in canonical order, not real life order.
Want some berries?
A lot of this is an allusion to like the original BFDI A6, which is not actually canonical.
I don't, because I've already had 23.
But yeah, like we jumped from 2013 to 2023, and so much happened in my life. You know, I went to college, I graduated. You know, we tried to get a real life office, all that. You know, it's so much.
Are you craving any berries?
Just stop before I kick you out of Free Smart.
Okay.
Oh, that's harsh.
The dictionary wants a lictionary?
That's
In
gross.
an alternate universe, I feel like I would have said no.
So the
But
reason-
in this universe, I'm feeling yes.
The reason Book says in an alternate universe I would have said no is because in the BFDI A6 deleted files that like were going to be the original BFDI A6, Book does say no. Can I find that like BFDI A6 deleted scenes? She says like you're obsessed with the oil berries. How many of these videos I liked my own videos? That's so cringe. And this was like I was already an adult by then. Oh yeah, well I guess everyone's already seen this. Yeah, you are obsessed with those things. Why is this not loading?
Berries. You've been feeding them to everybody.
Yeah, it is.
Berries. You've been feeding them to
I forgot we released this so.
obsessed with your
Where did she ask it?
want any you book? Do you want any berries? You are obsessed with the oil berries. You've been feeding them to everybody. What? No.
Well, I think this is common knowledge though, because like it has so many views, so it's fine. Okay, moving on.
We've got 17 contestants.
This
How's it going?
Hey there.
Hi, said Pin.
I feel like this section is so random. Like, why did I do this? But I remember like when I put this in there, I was like, we actually should have put this at the start of BFDI A6, because the whole point is like we need to remind the viewers what the cast even was, because it had been so many years and people forgot. So the fact that it's at the start of BFDI A7 is like a little bit too late, I think.
Hi. How's it blowing? Hey there. Hi.
Said Gelatin.
This was a bit of a pain to do,
Hey there.
Hi.
Said
because there's
the
like
wall.
17 like separate Flash animations that are their own thing that are then rendered into frame sequences that are imported. Wait, I need to blow my nose. Actually, I'll end this recording at all FFmpeg. Alright, we're back. So it is currently the next day. It's May 7th, which is quite fitting because we left off with BFDI A7. And I did blow my nose, but let's dive back into what this episode has to say.
We've got
Okay, this is the most random intro.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hey there.
Hi, said Pin.
How's it blowing? Hey there. Hi.
Said Gelatin.
So these like weird greetings, like it was a bit like of a puzzle to kind of figure out what words to use because of the secret message. But I also want to say an alternate ending we had. So yeah, there's that line at the end like, "Hi, how's it going? Hey there, hi," said the balls.
How's it going?
Hey there.
I'm in your walls.
I'm in your walls. The original plan was for this card to be Bomby, so Bomby would be the last one. So it'd be like, "Hi, how's it going? Hey there, hi," said Bomby. "Hi, how's it going? Hey there, hi. I want my mommy." That was going to be the original line that Yellowface was going to say. But then I guess I felt like it was just not fitting for Yellowface to be whining for his mommy. So I think it's just more fitting for him to say, "I'm in your walls."
And they're on 3 teams.
Yeah. But the other fun fact about this episode is that we were working on it like, so it came out on October 1st. The lease we had in an office building to work on this was through the month of September. So we actually had to move out of the office building on September 30th and then continue production on this episode the next day in an Airbnb. So that was super like jank and last minute. I forget how violent this episode is.
Well, it sounds harsh, but if I mess up enough to get eliminated, then I want to endure the torment that I deserve.
Whoa, what a
Double
masochist,
yes,
Nickel. You didn't need to... You don't have to be so harsh on yourself. Okay, yeah. I forgot that was during Golf Ball's glued era. Anyway, on to the next one. I do have to pick up the pace. Like, we don't like Lewis. Well, I will say, I do like real-life Lewis. So I'm sure everyone knows this by now, but... there's that quote, like, I ain't giving up Lewis.
He definitely loves
Which is like that Cake at Steak intro, and it comes from like in 2011 when I used to watch Yogscast, the Minecraft YouTubers, all the time, and they reviewed this Minecraft map called Cake Defense, which used a lot of redstone, so you could play the game of trying to defend a cake, and like there's like skeletons who are trying to steal it from you, and yeah, Simon, or Lewis. No, Simon says I ain't giving up Lewis, and there's Cake at Stake, and I wait, is there a comment from you? I'll check later, but like. I think that like in 2011 when I would watch this on my iPod Touch at night, I was like, oh my god, there's just by coincidence saying the same term that is in my show.
For real?
Ooh, can I?
Okay, next episode. Oh, I forgot this happened on an anniversary. Oh no, don't eat me, don't eat me.
Hey, Nickel, enjoying being pink?
Definitely not. It won't even come off when I scrub.
Why don't you like
I feel like this is the first episode back where they're not from Yoyoland, so like the Green Grasslands like immediately shouts to me season 1, but we're definitely not in season 1 anymore.
Or should I say strawberry milk cube?
So this is where Yellowface gets eliminated. Oh wait, okay, wait, this is catch these hands. I actually really like the idea of the contest of like having to communicate something to your teammates but you can't hear them.
Hey, that's not too hard.
And it's just I don't like episodes where all of it is just talking and it's just like there's not much movement. So I think that one of the good things about this episode is like it requires characters to only do movement. And then my favorite scenes are like these where like Book and ICM are chasing the rolling one because it's just so high intensity. And also recommended characters came back, so that was cool.
Ring around the slammer, don't outrun the head.
Oh yeah, this is a fun fact, which is like not a negative thing. I actually think it's like an interesting part of show production. So the person who animated this, like they accidentally put a 5th character here. I forget who it was. It was like Gelatin or someone who wasn't on this alliance. By the way, all the people on this Take Out the Trash alliance all have high-pitched voices. Balmy, Ruby, Ice Cube, Needle, they all are squeaky voiced.
Hey guys.
Oh, I forgot, but that's why I had Coney and Needle switch voices so that this whole alliance wouldn't be high-pitched.
No idea we'd be the only ones to survive the trash compactor. Isn't that cool?
It is cool. We should form an alliance.
But yeah, like so the animator like well, I guess it was Alum, but like you know, later when he realized like, oh wait, this 5th person actually isn't a part of this group, you know, he was able to edit the animation so that like it only has 4 people and actually works quite well. I think I think that like you don't even notice that until it's like until it's pointed out to you. Oh yeah, this is like the episode that like happens with the 3D during the Cake at Steak. Like Gelatin is eliminated, but there's 3D in the background.
You can remember me with my old headphones.
But what's cool is that like this background of like the road moving is only a like 1 second loop. Like it's only like 24 frames looping over and over. So it feels like, oh, that's a long render, but it's really not.
An up button seems to be missing though.
See, it's like looping.
I hope you still like it.
I do.
Bye Gelatin. Next episode. Oh, I love Jack and Jelly Fries. That's my favorite part.
What I did on the weekend.
Hey Jack, what's up?
This candy wrapper.
Back then, Jackfruit did not have any new voice actor.
You should message the president with your comedian skills.
Why so sassy?
Yes.
But these are all recycled lines from 2008.
God, disgusting! You eat the grossest lunch.
Oh, you don't insult Jack like that. He won't accept that. Oops. So, I mean, I think that at the time we thought that Jackfruit would be like a one-time cameo. Like we weren't gonna show him again. But you know, now we know that that's not true.
I'm scared about the elimination, you guys.
Oh, this is the one. Oh, I forgot this is the one where they like have to rip off Flower's petals. Oh, but Flower's doing it. I forgot about that too. This wouldn't be the first time that. Oh yeah. One thing I could talk about is like.
I heard you get 3.13 years of good.
I will say that okay. Black and White Cookie and was it like Vegemite on toast? So the voice actors for this are speed cubers because I'm really into solving Rubik's cubes. And Max Spark and Felix Zemdex are both world record holders, you know, during certain eras of speed cubing, and I included a lot of the world record times in their lines. So Max Spark did get a 3.13 second world record, which is why he says 3.13 here. And I think Felix Zebdeg said 476 or 473 at some point. So those are like Easter eggs. Like, listen,
To alternate dimensions.
that's Felix.
They
Felix is
do.
talking.
I heard you get 3.13 years.
3.13.
If you pour,
So that's a reference. Okay, on to the next episode. Now we're getting close to the summer of 2024.
You're taking too much through an act of sacrifice.
Okay, so these icons on the left, I think they're inspired. There were like a lot of Troc entries in like 2019 that were very much about like elimination orders and seeing them happen. Like this one, I think. Like, oh yeah, this one.
The life it's good enough for me.
Yeah, this is TT Guy's animations. Wait, where is there's one where like, where is it? Where like he's competing and it's like, it shows the elimination order at the bottom. But like, I think I like the idea of like, no matter when you're watching the episode, even if you like lose track of everything, you can always stare at the bottom to, oh yeah, like to give yourself a reminder of like who's still in. Like look at that. And when people die, they actually die. Like it fades away in the background.
Here.
See, now that person's dead. So I think that's part of what inspired this, so that... But then also, like, with Spongy's icon shows up, which I think is really funny at some point. Because he's eliminated by this point, I think. I can't find it. But, like, I know that he travels to, like, random places. Oh, he's right here. I forgot he's right here. Wow. Oh, this. Okay, this was... I thought I was so clever when I wrote this, but I'm sure some viewers are like, oh, they're trying hard or something. But I mean, I always like it when the physical world has to interact with, like, the UI, the heads-up display, basically.
MLG water icon saves
Okay,
me again.
MLG water icon. Okay, I do feel like that's a weird bit of a... like silly joke, because like if this is supposed to take place in 2014, I think that is before people would say like MLG water bucket, but I don't quite remember. Okay, yeah, so this episode has an iconic joke. This
Wrong season.
wrong season, because obviously like that like like a Teapot intro starting, like this is, you know, Teapot is definitely in full swing by this point, and like but, like, there's supposed to be two cinematic universes, two different, like, eras of time. So, like, you know, they're not supposed to know about that. But that's, like, a fourth wall break. I think shows are good with a bit of fourth wall breaks. I actually realized Chowder, the TV show from 2007 to 2010, was a big inspiration on this show. And it has a lot of fourth wall breaks. Like, that iconic one where, like, Chowder's like, we don't have enough budget for the animation. Budget. Yeah, I guess it literally was budget cuts. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this because of copyright.
Even worse, I give up one. No money means no animation.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna show because just to be safe. But like, I remember watching that on TV, and it's like, whoa, you can really break any rule you want. So that's cool. Let me just play a little bit more of this episode and then move on.
Scary. I can't do it. Sure you can. Just watch me. Oh no!
Oh, this was the episode with no contest because it was the one in between, like the summer tour. Okay, next episode. This was the no, it was not the longest episode to date by this point because BFB 30 is longer. Also, this is Michael animated the first episode here, which I think is a really nice splash because his animations are always so fluid. But like, I wrote this episode as kind of like, I wanted this to be like, if I were to retire from writing, which I'm not, this would be like an opus magnum or magnum opus, because like I am super inspired by The Amazing Race, like that other TV show, which is like been going since I was a kid. And The Amazing Race is just pure, just who can get through these challenges the fastest. And I think I like the idea of like teams of people having to go from like location to location, and sometimes they have to go backwards to like fix something they messed up on. I've always loved that kind of thing, and I think that like Sir Ryan's animation when Pin has her crash out is like the cherry on top. Like, I think this is the coolest thing ever. That's it. Calm down, Pin. You are overreacting. But isn't this like so epic, and like the camera pans and like the music's so high energy? And it's because like she traveled down this path. It's like this literally is her, you know, her whole history on this episode. yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna move on.
Hey guys, for a prank.
Oh, also Michael animated. You can tell Michael's kind of like well known for like this kind of like glowing white edge background, as if it's like lit from the back, you know?
Eraser. No, don't.
Oh no! Oh, they're friends though. That's so mean. Oh, okay. Well, they're not friends, so that's okay.
Oh yeah. Feed robotics tears off.
Oh, that's so harsh. Okay, so one thing I want to point out about this episode is that Michael and I were really into Spore growing up. Like that's a game about evolution and like you start as cells and then you evolve into creatures and then tribes and civilizations and space travel. Yeah, I mean you can definitely tell this is like based on Spore, but like some of you, like OG fans might know that I had a game I made in 2010 called Tide Pool, and like it is a kind of like repetitive game. Okay, well maybe I can't find it. Yeah, like September. Oh my god, 11th of September 2010. That's when this game was released, but I don't know if I can play it. It's very repetitive, but like I think it was a good learning stage for like how to make games, but I can't play it. Oh well, I'll do that later. But yeah, it's like, you know, this whole thing of like being able to see enormous creatures who are like hundreds of times bigger than you in the background blurry. I loved that because it's like, here's the foes you will be competing with like eras down the road, but you're not ready yet. I love that sort of concept. Anyway, on to the next episode.
You friends are so well behaved.
I forgot that Balloony was the host during this era. Like I do feel like a lot of people are like, oh, Balloony was unfairly robbed in post-split BFD, which is true, I guess. But like, you know, this is kind of a little bit of retribution or like payback.
When I'm wearing this, I'm fully smart. Semi-free smart, but okay.
Oh yeah. This is
eliminated.
This was the only time that a contestant was up for elimination twice. Like their name was there up for like voting twice, and I feel like that puts them extra at risk. So the fact that Needle is a finalist is like that shows a lot of survival skills. So
Don't distract me from my
oh yeah, this is like the craziest like duo ever. Okay, on to the next episode. Okay, so this episode actually was only 1 month after the previous. BFDI 16 was like December 1st, and then this is like January 1st. 15th birthday of BFDI. Now we're at the 16th. That's crazy. They're going too fast. They're gonna scream. Oh yeah, this is like this is classic high quality Michael motion graphics. Start the shift. That's crazy. That almost looks like an ambigram.
There is a print store downstairs.
Oh, that's right. A lot of guest voice actors for this episode, which I was really happy with. Like, we got the voice actors of Homestar Runner to voice a character, which, like, you know, they'd been doing most of their voice acting for internet stuff, yeah, back in, like, the early 2000s. And then this is Clay O'Donnell and their mom, which is, like, also really cool. Jello Apocalypse, you know, made all those, like, I remember watching them in the mid-2010s on, like, every Tumblr user ever.
Okay, I guess.
Whoa, Needle! Is that a leafy detector?
Is this the Fry Smart episode too? Like, I forget if that's when these two were allies for the first time.
Let's go.
Okay.
Because like they are also an unexpected duo, but I feel like once you get to final 7 or so, which I think it is here, every contestant needs to start interacting with every other contestant. I feel like. Okay, this one, I really liked the challenge idea, even though I did not come up with it. TT guy came up with it.
A new look.
Right this way for the most
Oh, he's just like the most glistening and like what is this? Glistening?
Come here.
Yeah, the makeup is like glistening and like listening. I just remember it rhymes. But I really like the kind of idea of like you can see the progress of the challenge on the in the sky above you.
I like to say that I'm much more bold and courageous than I used to be.
Oh, ooh, I can help.
Oh, thank you, Pin.
I can help
Kill you. You have
Oh,
an
no.
ugly soul.
With this one part where like Tennis Ball says sorry and then he's spinning around, and I think it's really cute. Whoa.
Turns on my beacon. That means I only have one left to go.
Wait, our light.
Do you think?
Sorry, TB.
I don't know where it happens.
Didn't you just try to shut off my beacon?
Well, yes, but generally
It's gonna be hard to find, I will say.
And kind-hearted, don't you think?
Sorry, TB.
Wait, there's so much audience retention at the end.
Needle.
So Tennis Ball did a lot of 3D rotating in this episode. Obviously, like everyone's like so like, This is a horrifying thing that happens right at the end. Like I can't watch. I'm closing my eyes. Closing my eyes. Ah! 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 I couldn't see that. Okay. I'm back. Okay, so I can only start watching once the violence is done. This is totally like Pin's like diva moment. Like Pin gets what she wants. You know, she is the forced to win her own challenges, right? Like that's kind of what her whole thing is. Oh yeah, this the way you pronounce this episode name is not egg. It's the sound of an egg cracking. Actually, no, that's not true. I just made it up.
Yes, I'm not staying in Yoyland. We've been through Yoyland like 20 times.
So this, this is Trinket episode. She should have pulled off each leaf individually, and then like put leaf and like acorn and branch. I think those are all different enough.
That's kind of big. Of course it is. Look how much mileage I get out of it.
Is this one of Pin's? Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. She does do this. I forgot.
Egg. Where's so many eggs? Toilet. See? I'm doing okay.
Wait, is this the part where like
items to collect and I win? What else could I find?
I remember like Pin has the iconic line that like people turn into a meme, which is like who wants this trinket? Like hey irrelevant characters, who wants this basket of nifty trinkets? And then they all disappear. I forget if that's this episode or if it's in the next episode. It might be. Okay, now we're within a year of today.
I see. Ice Cube. What? Wanna hang out?
Where's the nifty trinket scene? Oh, there's also this scene that I love.
Wait a sec, this is perfect. Hey, Evil Leafy, I'm selling some
Oh.
people to possess. Want some? I'll take
Where's the
them
part
to
where like
possess.
And as well, no, don't do this.
there's some part where like Nichols like, hi Evil Leafy, right after like Golf was like, we have to be quiet. But that must have been a different episode also. But where's the nifty trinkets line? Well, I don't know. I mean, I only have 15 seconds per episode, so let's just react to whatever it is. Blue Skidoo is Blue's Clues reference, I believe. Yeah, this island was designed to be as ugly as possible. Like the color palette was supposed to make you want to vomit.
Oh, hello there.
So I think that would offend these aliens, but they're just aliens and they're not
Does
real.
anyone want any beautiful trinkets from Earth? Sounds like a yes to me. So I got some tree bark, this rock, another rock, one more rock, and some organic waste. Yahoo! Time to.
Also, this is where the coin pin divorce happens, isn't it?
First of all, you're the
Yeah, see, they're mad at each other. I am so mad that Courtney is now mad at me. Okay, another non-competition episode because of the tour. Yeah, the tour. Yeah.
Let's go through them, vote getters.
Oh yeah, I love. Okay, I was not responsible for this, but I love how the team helped design the animation of this TV to look like it's like a 90s style, like low pixel count and dithering, like the visual style. It's like it's a computer from a long time ago.
Let's go
like
through
this.
them. Oh, you only got 6, so you're out.
Oh yeah, these guys get a reference.
6 votes are the announcer.
Get a cameo.
The sky, whistle.
Cyan Ice Cube rotated 17 degrees counterclockwise.
Are also not
I'm surprised that they got like more than one vote. They got like 7 votes. So like I guess it was a friend group that all voted together.
Where are we sending the non-hosts when they get flung?
They will be treated with TLC.
But we're the TLC.
Oh yeah.
How's that gonna?
Oh, they're all gonna die. That's even a worse fate. I mean, the fact is like that's 99.9% of people in the running are going to die because in order to avoid this fate, they have to get the absolute most votes. So that's quite tragic. Also, I have a flight in like 3 hours, so I better watch the time.
So tiring. Why
Okay.
are we rebuilding this?
Oh no, this is the non-competition episode. Oh no, this is the one where Leafy has everyone get her friendship flags.
Yeah, after Leafy.
This was supposed to be a PSA that you should drive safe and like when you're driving, like pay attention to the road so you don't end up doing this. Because Tennis Ball like is so inhibited and like hurt after he's like wobbling around. Like you don't want that.
was such a bad driver. I know. It's just you and me now, and him.
Oh, Cloudy, first cameo in a while.
Okay.
Also, like, there's one reference that I think some people did find that I think is like a peak, which is when they go to the claw machine. Where's the claw machine?
Yeah, after Leafy.
Oh, he's like inhibited, like he can't even think straight. Wait, where's the claw machine section? I'm like losing my mind. No, this is too late.
So I was right about going anymore.
Is it early? Is it? I didn't realize it was this early.
Oh, did anyone forget?
Not again.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is like a little joke that I don't know if most people caught, but like okay, so Leafy does a claw machine. She wins a little gotcha ball, and her prize is this paper that says "You are on death row." Okay, so the niche reference, the Easter egg is not that these say BFDI. It's if no option is selected in 15 minutes, you know the drill. And she actually doesn't pick an option. She just throws it away.
Oh, shucks,
So you know the drill. It's like, oh, you know it's coming. But like, it's literally, you know the drill. So fast forward to 15 minutes from 21 to 36 or 38 or whatever. And
What are you doing here? Why are you on fire?
then this happens.
That happened.
That is, she gets the drill because she didn't pick a death row option. Like, it's actually fate written out. Okay, now it's up to the first 1 hour episode, which happened 5 months ago. Yeah, or the original edit of this episode was like 57 or 58 minutes. It was like, we should try to get to an hour-long episode just to make Object Show history, you know? So that's why that happened. I also thought that Woody got a bit of, like, a glory time here. Because, you know, it definitely is a joke in the previous episode that, like, Pin says, like, I've never been the main character of this episode. The main character has always been Woody! And it's like, oh my god, Pin, that's so not true. Because, Woody was dead the whole season until that point. Oh, okay. I don't even know why did this happen. Like a duck kills Bommy, but you know, like it's to show that like ducks can't be trusted. You never know when they're gonna quack at you. Okay, now we're up to like the most recent BFDI episode.
It's just beautiful.
If you want beauty, you should look at me instead.
It's so nice to have a reunion.
Yeah, I wrote half of this episode. TT guy wrote the other half. I actually wrote a Wallace in Lake Tahoe. Well, not in the Lake Tahoe, but like, you know, kind of traveling there.
Hey, Green Girl, entertain me.
Ooh, well, I've been working on my revamped nice.
Yeah, the bacteria phages are the ones who are actually drawing the characters.
Woody, you're back to life.
So that's how HPRC works?
Oh yeah, well, my fun fact will be that like, Book's scene of going to the edge of the universe is 100% inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is that sci-fi film from the 1960s, where, well, I'm not going to spoil that one, but there's a lot of like traveling to the, well, I mean, it's like a 60-year-old movie, you know, traveling to the edge of the universe, and like, your senses start to like shock you, like you can't even understand what's happening, because you've never been that far out, you know?
End of the universe.
Oh, I guess he literally says that line. Okay, so, that's all I'm going to react for BFDI. I'm going to react to BFDI 25, which no one has seen, because the episode's not out yet. But, like, I can only show you one image, which I'm going to do right now. Should I do it? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you a sneak peek, because it doesn't really spoil anything. But it lets you like speculate or kind of theorize. So this is a very zoomed in screenshot of BFDI 25 at a random point in the episode that I thought was just like interesting to show. And I'm not going to say what this is, although like I think everyone can kind of figure out what this is. And that's really all there is to it. So I that's my 15-second reaction, because I didn't want to like do like a mini trailer where I try to pick a scene that's not very like spoilery, but like that was too much effort. So I wanted to show something with even less information. So yes, this is like, these pixels will be on your eyes and you'll understand the connection in, I guess, 11 days. Okay, on to the next episode.
It feels so good to be back. You look nervous.
So now we've jumped back in time.
Do I? Because I'm not. I
Like,
mean, it's not like we're not going
Maybe
to...
not back in time in the canon universe, but in real like life years, we went from 2026 back to 2016.
Do this.
You're the one who
Because
wanted to do
we're
it.
not
I'm
in
the one who wanted to do
modern
it, 'cause we
BFDI
gotta know when
anymore.
It's coming out, and that's important.
It's not that important.
It's a slug.
It's
I think
the
that
slug.
people
I'm sure
had
it's gonna
a-
come out soon. It's in the book.
People were
It's in the
inspired by the different animation style. Like, it's more like frame by frame and like more like expressive and like kind of like I don't know, like more hand drawn-y. I mean, this is like, it's actually it's not. Oh, this is the voice actor of Needle is like someone that like, it was a fan who like responded to us on Twitter. But now the voice actor is Pokey. That's one of their
I like
their
that.
like
Also,
few
you like that.
lines. But I'm honored that they got to voice act. Good 3D animation
That didn't
there.
really work.
Okay, on to IDFB1.
Welcome to day 1000.
This is one of the few episodes where Michael voiced Ruby.
Gumdrops that we've been collecting over the years.
That's right. And personally,
Secret, but it's because of Free Smart.
Wait, I want to find.
Why don't you just go slap a few strangers for me? Tell you what, they probably called you needy.
Why did she get so sassy? Oh, wow. This is one of my proudest scenes. Like, this is one of my proudest early BFDI scenes. It's like simulating 3D, but by not doing 3D, but like doing this camera rotation thing. That was like hard for me, but like I think I got it to work.
No, Ruby, you'll die.
Technically, it doesn't make sense because I think pencils and rubies should fall at the same rate. You know, it's the same gravity acceleration.
No, Ice Cube, you can't. It's too dangerous.
Ice Cube didn't have to do all that, you know. I think, you know, I guess, you know, she like someone was gonna die, so
Well, now we gotta recover
yeah.
Bubble and Ice Cube from the hit.
But I think that like it's a 10-minute episode, and if we're ever to come back to IDFB, it's like we're so used to like 40-minute episodes now that it's like, whoa, IDFB was like a quarter of the length of BFDI A22, a sixth of the length of BFDI A23.
Empowered recovery
Like
Don't forget Ruby.
this is basically a short at this point.
Figures.
Sorry for annoying you earlier, Fries, but I must say,
Wow,
I'm glad
both
you're
of these
going to take-
both of these contestants made it very far in BFDIA, so I can understand why they actually are friends at this point, because it's like they competed together for like 20 episodes.
Potatoes. I've missed their taste ever since we moved to Yo-Yo Land, since they don't grow here. Hold up, I thought potatoes couldn't grow here.
Oh well, it's a biology lesson.
Sun or something.
Okay, on to the next one. I feel like this episode is the most like Charlie Chaplin inspired. Like it has the most vibes of like old school, like what is it, like vaudeville, like Nickelodeon theaters, silent films. That's what they're called, silent films. Yeah, there's no dialogue at all in this, and so that means it can be enjoyed by people who speak other languages. But I wonder if that also means that like, what was I gonna say? Oh, like I wonder if Michael animated the whole thing over silence and then added sound effects later, which is not how we do most of our animations. Usually, like audio processing is done first. But like for things like Simon's Cat, which is a YouTube animation channel I was very inspired by as a kid as well. I know that like at least for like a certain period, he would do only the animation over silence first, and then add sound effects later. And that makes sense because like the sound effects are all very short in the sense that like you can just like animate a motion and then like later it's only like one impact that has to line up. So you know they're similar in that way, I guess. Ooh, Eraser's mad. Okay, on to BFB. Oh, okay, we're into modern BFDI. I think this is the separation between like old school BFDI and modern, and now we're into November 3rd, 2017.
Eraser, what? Look what I just found. It's a rectangle. No, Pen, that's a parallelogram. I would know.
Geometry lesson.
Oh my god, Pen, that's a pentagon.
I think this is the closest that BFB or BFDI has ever gotten to being educational, because the very first episode with like 4 and X and X minus his value does teach algebra, and then we never taught a school subject again. So this feels like, okay, we're back to roots. We teach a little geometry.
That's extremely scary.
Really? I didn't think it was that scary.
I love the part where like the Iant is trying to reach the basket and they're just jumping.
Snowball, is
I know.
there
I mean, it shows how idiotic they
Well,
are. Like,
stop
who would
it.
think this
All
would
those
work?
elves are going to weigh
And I know
like
that people are like,
ton and enemies.
and everyone's like, lightning is like super dumb here because lightning can also fly. So like, what is pulling lightning back down? It doesn't make sense.
Not talk to
But
me.
you know, that's just how idiotic
Hey
these
guys,
people are.
watch this.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yay, so much value.
That ticking, like usually a second hand on, like on a real clock is so flimsy it can't do anything. Okay, so I know a lot of old school fans will say that this episode was the first time that people knew that like BFDI was truly back, because when you make one episode and it doesn't continue to a series, like, oh, it's like a one-time thing. So technically, I realized this fun fact years later. People didn't vote on an episode and see the results of that vote since 2012 until November 17th, 2017. Because if you voted on BFDI A4, you would see the result in BFDI A5. But if you voted on BFDI 5E, which is 2013, you would never see the result of that until many, many years later. So, yeah.
Destroyed. Oh, so how do we get them back?
Okay, now this my favorite part of this episode is this part.
No, I played a joke on you.
You're not safe.
But like, I didn't expect that Michael was gonna do that. But when he drew 4 next time, they're like, "One of you will be eliminated." Oh, this is also the first time I can also like replicate X's voice because we're finally in the show where X shows up. Like they look so stilted and unhuman, and they're talking very threatening things while having this like very eerie, uncanny smile.
Oh, I played a joke on you. You're not safe.
One of you will be eliminated.
It's just like so good and so like horrifying at the same time. Also, this was like technically like at the end of the dabbing era because like dabbing was big in like 2016, so this was a bit later, but it hadn't like fully died. I've not dabbed in years, and I feel like my body like doesn't know the motion. Dab. Oh my god, I felt like I just went back to 2016. That was horrible. I hope you didn't watch that. Okay, on to BFB 3.
I'm so excited.
So I wrote part of BFB 1. Michael wrote BFB 2 and 4, and then I also wrote part of BFB 3. And I think, I don't know if like I feel like there's some elements of that, like the daylight savings joke.
Oh, daylight savings is when clocks jump forward an hour.
It's like so technical and like so like nerdy, you know? But this doesn't make sense because like, well actually it kind of does. Like, oh my god, Forrest doing this kind of like DreamWorks face, like, you know, it's like, oh, you're so cool, For, but like I was thinking, oh, if you attach it to the hour hand, it'll only move forward 1/12 of the clock face. But if you attach it to the minute hand, it would go around 60 times in theory. Look, DreamWorks face, DreamWorks face. Wow. Yeah, well, that's how it had to happen. I mean, like, that was like rapid fire teams were declared safe, which had to happen a lot. So I think BFB 4 is the most like 4 exemplar episode of like showing Forrest's weirdnesses. Like this part where he like shoots, like this is like one of my favorite scenes. Okay, I know that like there's that meme of me going like, so we all know this character, right? And I go ah, and I'm not gonna do that again. But like, yeah, it comes from this scene, and also I love the way that Forrest's hands are inside his mouth. But I may have already mentioned that before. But I think that like, oh, I also love this joke. Like, so you know, like Forrest judging the final 2 teams to see which one will be safe from elimination.
Then you'll be up for elimination.
So he's nervous. And so like Tree's nervous, and like so Penn's like, oh, I don't want your hand on my shoulder. But then he gets more nervous, and it puts it back. I think it's such a good joke because it's so subtle, you know. Like if you only listen to the audio, you wouldn't know about it. Okay, BFB 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who do we think is a stupid, annoying bore? Spongy! Spongy!
That's so rude.
I gotta borrow you for a sec.
Hey, whoa! Flower, this better be important.
The first time I watched this episode was during a ski trip in college because this happened like during skiing season. So I remember I did my reaction video, but because the signal was so bad in the ski lodge, I had to do it in 2 parts or something. But Lai gets out, I think. And also, this is the episode that has like, it's like 3/4 kick at stake, and then this really short contest, which I do think most people don't like that. I think people want more contest than elimination.
Actually, just a paper plane.
Genius.
Oh, dabbing. Still dabbing. Kids these days will never understand.
We need to slow this plane down.
We need to slow this plane down. Yeah, now Marker's in the running as well.
I don't think our dabbing is enough.
Okay, I can't watch this anymore.
Hey viewers, want protection from loud noises?
Can you be more specific?
To me, this episode is like, I'm really proud of it because I think the contest idea is very clever and like brings some interesting concepts, but also very simple to understand. It's like there's a twinkle contagion. Well, you know how it works. And I think the idea of like, oh, let's go to the moon, but then you can still carry the contagion onto the moon. It's like crazy.
That means the nearest sign of Twinkle is 400,000.
This is my favorite part. It's like, I mean, in the real world, you can't fling people to the moon. The odds of this happening are so tiny because the moon is huge, like that they would land right in front of you. But in the cartoons, you can do whatever you want.
Why do my plans never work?
Oh yeah, there's the whole Taco and Bell thing that happens. I forgot it was like, cause like people were saying like, oh, Taco Bell, ha ha ha.
Just under an hour to do my thing. I got this. Just gotta find the other contestants. As soon as I figure out what continent I'm on.
Yeah, see that shows like there's no way to know. Okay, anyway, on to BFB 7, which I was really blown away with how good Michael's like 3D visual effects were during the robot flower like internal like deactivating bomb thing. like this. I don't know how he did this. Wait, look at the upload dates. This was February. This was February 2nd, and then February 16th. It was only 2 weeks, and that's including the voting period. So I don't know how Michael did this, and Satomi animated this as well so fast.
Please go through. Please go through.
Wait, I keep skipping over it. Like, look how many like moving pieces there are. Like, this would be like months of work.
Cut.
But Michael did make a. Oh my god! I guess I was downloading a bomb. Yeah, don't say that on a plane. But like, Michael did make a how-made video explaining how he did this, and it's still a skill that I myself have not learned. But see, that's 3D. It's 3D.
What is this?
Not today.
I feel like this would be like Robot Flowers, like one main character episode until like 4, 5, 6, or 7 years later, because yeah, like well, we know that it happens in Teapot.
You are.
What's going on? She's not responding to our controls.
Something's wrong. Hands off! Hands off!
Hands off! Hands off! Oh, basketball. I forgot about basketball. Oh yeah, like the blurring, the field of view. Okay, onset BFE 8.
Fries? Some of your chips are looking.
This episode was cut off short.
Is that
I think there's the part where like Stapy like cheats and gets eliminated. Spoiler, I guess. But like, I feel like it was written badly because like there was going to be more that happens later that would be like give him more redemption, but then it was cut short because like the production timeline was so fast. So I think, I don't know, that probably is not a good thing. It's like if you want to make a short episode, you got to make sure as you're writing it, like you aren't going to need more room to fit it all in. And also Match and Bubble have their like conflict, which I don't know, I'm sad about. I love like Happy Free Smart in BFDIA.
Shut it, lolly poop.
Oh, poop. Ooh, A-tier joke.
What is snow plus gasoline?
Oh, that's easy. That's glue.
I don't
Come on.
think I actually know that one.
Come on.
Oh, this one's easy. It's glue. 8.
That's wrong.
Oh my god, that's dumb.
Huh? What the heck did my lips
Wait,
just
she said glue just as loud as she said 8. There's no way Donut didn't hear her say 8.
do? I meant to say glue.
It's okay. Everybody's tongue slips up occasionally.
Okay, Boke, you don't need to defend her.
Will you play
Toss the eat the dirt.
Yeah. Wait, did you say eat the dirt? You know, Marker, I think I'll pass on this one.
Oh, that's good. That's the way Stapy walks.
Team Basket, to weigh it down. When it touches the buzzer.
When it touches the buzzer. Oh, this is the episode where like Beep was all tangerine or orange. I forgot about that.
You and Woody are the only ones with arms.
I think I remember I made Beep orange because one thing that happened in BFB 3 is that like certain characters like turn purple, but I was like, oh, I want more characters to change colors, and I felt like it could be like the joke could be done even better than that.
Play toss the balls.
Yeah.
Okay. Free food is safe.
Oh, Marker, you can stop.
Guys, why don't we use Balmy to...
No, Gelatin, we do not want to murder Balmy
into
again.
the basket?
Okay, on to BFB 10.
What's wrong?
Well, I'm really starting to miss Paloonie. You was a
Oh
really
wow,
good
so
friend.
sentimental. This is also like a
Until you
really
had been
return to
alive,
form
you
episode because
might
4
not
comes
have
back.
was the
And I can't believe that we had no
Hey,
4 for like 4 episodes, right? That's kind of crazy.
Sorry, I didn't know how to bring people back. I just can't do it. Anyway, it sounds like it's time for Cake and Steak now.
I think it's good when X has to be on his own for a bit because like a lot of times he is a character who leans on others too much. When in reality, I'm actually pretty smart and I can fend for myself and I tend to be more considerate than my harsher co-host. So that's always nice to see. Okay, BFB 11.
What now, like?
Oh yeah, all the 3D scenes. That happens in BFB 10 or... Yeah, that's also that's another reason why I feel like BFB 10 is one of the most iconic episodes in the series. It's the first time we see what the exit looks like and why it's so 3D and what these characters have been doing for the last few months.
What now, like?
I'm just thinking, during all the months we've been in Exit, never
It's crazy that like it was only months because like the show was being produced so fast that like it had only been like 5 months since the show
Did we
started.
see what's beyond that door?
So open it already. Unless you're too scared of what you'll find.
And it took like
Attention, Stapy.
it took years for them to like actually open it because like
I've never seen 4 with a key before.
Yeah, me neither.
Ha! It's hopeless then.
I do love the, like, do you know the Amazing World of Gumball, that show? Like, it also does a lot of this sort of combining 2D animations with 3D backgrounds.
How does it feel?
What's gotten into you lately?
Oh yeah, the contest was climbing stairs. This animation was done so well. I still don't know how they did it with like the 3D turning, and like that explosion feels so impactful. You can feel it hitting your body. Okay, BFD 12. I know a lot of people say that like the contest idea of like switching minds, people are really happy. Like people like that.
You know, I've actually been thinking of doing more pranks, but well, recovery centers, my inspiration, they're all gone.
This is like a reunion of old friends who are not on the same team anymore.
I think I know a way.
I remember.
Why hadn't I done that sooner? Am I
that makes you not a Death Factor tree.
You just caused death, or should I say
Imposter. By the way, this was released in 2018, which I think was like a little bit before Among Us came out, but 2 years before Among Us blew up. So if everyone's like, oh, they used the word imposter because it's a meme, it really wasn't at the time. I feel like the word imposter was kind of like the word like sabotager. Like people knew what it meant, of course, but like it was not like a meme word. Okay, on to BFE 13.
Spongy, I think we should call it a day.
I think that like
support you and all, but I've nearly drowned 5 times.
This is like the episode like animation quality like started to go up at this point. Like I think we started to figure out what hand-drawn animation should look like, you know.
Running out of planes, and 4 didn't even give us permission to use them.
You just don't think I can do it.
Sure
Whoa,
do.
I'm Spongy and I'm really butthurt right now.
Not forgetting about you. What?
I don't know. I feel like Spongy's had so many like eras of like emotions. Like he always feels like he's a little left out, but sometimes he like doesn't seem to care at all, and other times it really hurts him. But yeah, this is the first half of the lava contest. I wrote that like this whole episode like duo in one fell swoop in like summer of 2018, and I feel like it was way too long. Like there's too many ideas I wanted to put in, and I didn't know how to cut them out.
Last episode.
That's not my fault. Okay, Alliance, we heard Grassy's orders.
Yes, we did. You realize the Alliance is only you
Also,
and Bubble now.
did I animate part of this episode with like 4?
Too, right?
I think it was in the next episode.
Team, so I guess you can't help us out.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was really into like drawing these comic strips where like the kind of geometric structure of the landscape really impacted like the way that characters would like fare, like how what their fate would be. Like stuff like that, you know. Like I think I really loved kind of. It's because it's like a Rube Goldberg machine. So this is a month later.
Whoa. What is this place?
It's the inverted planet. What?
Oh my sap! I'm leaking.
Are you gonna be okay?
No.
I don't know. I'm pretty.
That's like having a big injury and then you're bleeding. I did animate a scene into this, but I don't remember where it is.
Feel woozy.
Oh no.
I don't know where it is, but
Could you two please stop running around?
Nah.
oh, they're being so rude.
Grass over there is
Like this joke of like the Ions team like running underground and like going to a certain location to like burn it and then like write this word is like a joke that took like over a minute of exposition to explain, and it isn't even like that good of a joke. I mean, I shouldn't be dissing it, but like I do feel like this is part of the reason why this episode took so long, is like these sorts of jokes like took a long time to set up. Oh yeah, this is kind of like that joke of like if you were writing like I don't know if I can find it. It's like stranded island help meme too like message too long. I don't know if this exists. Okay, well, okay, I know there's this meme, or I shouldn't look at that, but like there's certain memes where it's like they're like, I just don't have enough like twigs on this island to spell out what I need to say so that like the helicopters above can like read it, and instead of saying just help, they say like, dear kindest fellow human, I am inquiring for your assistance. And it's like, you didn't need to say all that, bro.
Yeah,
you're fluent in Japanese. Okay, so anyway, on to BFE 15.
You know, Flower, there isn't enough room up here.
This is the final non-post-split episode.
You're right.
This is sort of like the third installment of the Lava trilogy.
Knows what she did wrong. What am I supposed to think about?
I feel like this episode's big thing was like tackling the fiery and leafy dynamic for the first time in many, many years. Because I do think that for many years we were scared of it because like it carried so much weight, and like you know, I didn't really remember, or like I didn't know how to do it justice.
Get your hands off of me!
Go!
I forgot. Oh yeah, Needle was also photorealistic at this time.
Stop shooting at me.
No way! These cannonballs
Also, the last pre-COVID episode, we didn't know what was coming at that time. Oh, this old meme, this old joke. Okay, on to BFD 16. I think by far, like, still the most controversial, like, moment in the OSC, and, like, I still will never recover from the Twitter, like, fallout from this, but...
Dear diary, today I experienced a feeling I never imagined
Wow.
possible.
This moment.
Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yikes.
Wait, this voice acting is, like, so bad. Like, what was I doing? Oh no. Yikes. Uh-oh. Like, it doesn't sound like Smudgy is scared at all. It's just like he's like, whatever.
Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yikes.
I don't remember if that was, like, the joke. Like, in the storyboard, did we specifically say, make Smudgy sound like he doesn't care? I don't remember.
Get out of my way. I was chasing them. Go be over there with the other fans. Hey, don't ignore me.
Hi, everyone.
That, like, this moment, like, it's crazy, like, that it happens, and, like, it's such a big moment at the time, because, like, up until this point, the only numbers who had ever been seen are 4 and X, I think. Or, besides X has value. So, like, the fact that 2 just shows up and everyone's just like, oh, get out of the way. It's like...
Are you tired of battling for a dog prize? No.
Also,
battling for
I'm surprised the reaction isn't bigger.
Really awesome.
But also, 2 was a lot more sassy, punchy, and, like, confrontational back then. Like, they weren't as nice in this era, I feel like. Okay, 2. 2's also doing the DreamWorks face. Like,
I so floppin' want that power.
Dude, me too.
my headcanon is that, like, you know, 2 had this sort of, like, personality, but, like, once they got to know the contestant base a little better, then they start to be like, oh, I actually like these people as friends, you know, like, I like just chatting with these people, they're nice, I should just be nice back. Also, yeah, this date, March 20th, like, this is, like, such a pivotal month in human history. I mean, like, our stance on the world between March 1st, 2020 and March 31st, 2020, so different. Like, I don't think anyone knew what was going to happen in those 30 days.
Hey, jealous.
And then we come to, like, post-split, and I there's 14 episodes I'm going to have to watch through, and, like, I just think that this is all a fever dream. Like I do think it was, like, you know, I do admit that, like, we didn't, like, do this in the best way, but I also know that, like, the channel grew a lot, and, like, sometimes, like, you have to have flop eras to kind of, like, refigure out, like, what your plan is, and, like, we did need to, like, make episodes quickly because I think of the opportunity of, like, you know, a lot of people are inside for a long time, and, you know, a lot of kids are like, they're gonna, like, if we ever wanted to, like, get these kids to watch BFDI and, you know, fall in love with the fandom, like, we needed to make episodes fast. I don't know, like, it's very tumultuous, I will admit.
Why am I on a different team from Blocky when we're
But I know, like,
red?
yeah, the animation style, like, changes every, like, 15 seconds.
Quit squabbling.
But I will say that my favorite part of this episode is still, this was the part that, like, a lot of people reanimate, which is, like the no high fives, only high fours. I say that reanimated a lot, and it's always funny. So even though this episode is such a, like, flop era, which I shouldn't keep admitting, but, like, I still think that, like, there are funny moments like this.
No high fives.
Only high fours. Okay, well, maybe this part's a little drawn out, but whatever.
One is still not far.
Like, the intense music, like, the animation, I love the, like, everything moving around. Like, I don't know, I think, I know it's such a stupid joke, but I like it.
This is so dumb.
Okay, anyway, on to the next episode.
Trendy hoodie says,
Oh.
oh, for pedal's sake. It's a high-quality screen print that Jack and Tillify has never done before. But
I hope we can all meme on this now. This trendy hoodie.
Description box down there.
Hey, Spongy. Nice
I guess between, like, BFB 17 and 18, like, both of them are, like, well, I don't know. I think we're, like, finding our like, pace and our, like, grounding. But, like, I don't know. I think, like, in the moment, it was something like, oh my god, it's an ad. But it's like, this trendy hoodie is, like, just the way it's, like, kind of, like, so kind of, just, like, the way that Flower says it is just funny to me. Like, I don't know. Oh, they're landing on X. I actually haven't seen this episode in, like, 6 years, I think. I forgot about this.
X, you can move out of the way.
We're falling back.
Oh, I don't know. Like, some of these jokes are, like, just, like, X is getting hurt. Although I do like the idea of like them putting on flower disguises, because I have seen people like make like fan edits where like the screen will move around and like do all these like spins. I'll see those of Gelatin, and like Gelatin's like like he ate this look, and it's like, so one of them is there's a sweater look, but there's also the flower petal look.
Know my friend Flower when I see her. Wait, Fiery considers me a friend?
This was such a weird.
You are. Your flower costume isn't very convincing. Where'd you buy these petals? Gelatin's fake.
Everyone's an idiot during this era.
There, I picked a more fashionable store than that.
But you bought them at a store, huh?
Oh wait, why does he speak like that? But you bought them at a store, huh? Okay, well I gotta go faster.
This is the best song the world has ever heard.
I think the same thing with like BFB 13 and 14 happened here, where I wrote one story and then got split into 19 and 20. And I think that like that never goes that well. It went well with 14 and 15 somehow, which is a miracle, but like with 19 and 20 it definitely ended, and it felt like the story's not done because they went into space.
Then, as they fly towards the sun.
How did they go to space? I forgot how they actually got up there. Oh yeah. Well, the paper planes, or.
We gotta use ice to shrink the sun.
Wait, I forgot about all this.
Hey guys, where did we even find this spaceship?
This was May 22nd.
It's made of cardboard.
I don't know. I think a friend donated it to me.
Well, which friend?
I don't know. I know that people don't like this era, but I do kind of. I think the jokes just are like kind of more like this. They are so dumb. Can you believe that they're thinking about this?
Don't remember. Probably not.
But yeah, there's this trend that on the 20th episode of every season they go into space, because BFDI 20 is in space, BFDI A 20 is in space, and the same with BFB 20 now.
Open windows.
I wonder what outer space tastes like. Yeah. It's covered by plastic wrap, Ruby.
Oh, that's a relief.
Man,
Is that a
really wanna
relief?
know what space tastes like.
I have no idea. Well, also, this is by far the most viewed episode, like, post-COVID, or not post-COVID, like, like COVID or later, which I think is just crazy. Like, I guess it just came out like right before summer, which is just the right time. But it is like technically the most popular episode. But yeah, I forgot like they went. I will say that backgrounds aren't bad. Like I actually think they look good.
Burning X, so their plan doesn't work.
But I don't know.
Everyone.
I don't know. I mean, I know that like Sam and I were like writing these episodes, and like sometimes we laugh about how quickly like we're like we have to write this episode in 2 days because the timeline is so fast. So like just write something.
To the leftmost part of the sun and jump. We
What?
can reposition the sun in the sky. Join.
Rain down onto Earth.
I do think that, okay, one thing I will say about this episode is like it touches on an interesting subject, which is that like, you know how in the first season I was obsessed with the scoring, like, oh, this person got 17 points, so they move up 3 ranks in the leaderboard, so I'm gonna like track that accurately. And I kind of realized over the years that fewer people care about that, and more people care about like the character arcs and like the relationships between the characters, and like the numerology doesn't really matter. But like in this episode, we went a bit too far in that direction where like, because they have to win points by like cooling the sun or like growing the sun or something, and they say like minus points, plus points, and it gets really chaotic.
Minus rockets.
Minus.
And I think that like in some ways it was a bit too loosey-goosey with the numbers, where people were probably like, I don't even know what is going to happen. Like I want to have some idea of how close they are to elimination. So I think this is just a lesson learned that like, although you shouldn't make your whole episode entirely about numbers, like you can't ignore numbers either. Oh, this is also during Michael's this is during Michael's buzz cut era.
Hoi, gelatin.
Oh yeah. I was also doing reactions to all these episodes like on Humany, like I am now.
This new dessert I cooked.
Sure. What is it?
Jello.
Cannibalism. That's the joke, I think.
Looks delicious.
Oh, and the joke is that he joins in. Oh my god. Oh, did you see that like asset style animation? Well, like that's, I guess, you know what?
Delicious.
That moment's from BFDI 5E. Actually, like, can we call this motion the eating gelatin motion, not the other thing? Also, do I have to go for my flight? I think I might have to go soon. Okay, Bubble, you didn't need to make all those sounds. But also, I do think I have to go to the airport soon, so I guess I'll have to finish the last, what is it, like 30 episodes I'll FFmpeg it all together at the end. So I'll see you all later. Bye-bye! Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the third session of the CARY Reacts to Every BFDI Episode series. And a lot has happened since the last recording. First and foremost, it's about 2:04 a.m. on May 10th, 2024. And that means it's about 2.5 days since the last session. And the reason that all happened is because I took a flight from Los Angeles to Montreal for a Rubik's Cube competition, and then there to New York City for the Webby's award show, because BFDI won a Webby. Whoa! And I tried to find an hour anywhere in there to try to record the last bit of this, but I just couldn't because of all the flights. Anyway, in that time period, EWOW 17B came out on Humany, which is like huge congrats to the EWOW team and all the EWOW finalists who made it to the alumni stage. But EWOW 17B actually ended up being the 1000th video on Humany. Let me show you. It's right here. So EWOW 17B, and now it says 1K videos on Humany. Like, that's historic. So yeah, like, huge congrats to the team for getting to the end of the 17th episode, including Some Nerd, Purple Gaze, ITOT, and all the others. So this is actually technically the 1001st video, which I don't really mind. I actually made a slight edit to my little thumbnail right here to put the first there. So it's actually a palindrome, which is even better. But enough delays, let's get back into reacting. So we made it up to episode BFB 21, which is around like the middle of the pandemic. So let's watch. And remember, I'm only required to do 15 seconds of reaction to each episode. So for this one, I would say this is when the dead don't purple open inside happens, right?
Inside.
Yeah,
let's watch.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just get back home.
Why does this say don't?
The music, I forgot how like ominous it sounds. Also, I should be a little quiet because I am in a hotel room.
What is that thing?
I'm trying to.
But this is a reference to don't dead open inside, because this is something from like some video game from the 2000s, which is like, I think it's from like Left 4 Dead, which is a zombie apocalypse game. And it's like, it's written don't open dead inside because there's zombies inside, which is kind of scary. But you know, you can read it the wrong way as don't dead open inside. And this is a reference to that. Okay, on to the next one.
The Leafy plush is now available to order. The
Wow.
link is in the description.
Well, we made the ad shorter than the trendy
Isn't
hoodie.
it great to be on such a winning streak, have-nots?
I feel bad for those loser have-nots, having to sleep outside in the cold and facing all the wild weather.
This is the class
while we
consciousness
sit back in luxury.
commentary episode.
Lolly, we should invite the have-nots team over with us.
By the way, I feel like Leafy's voice, like the cadence of her voice in this post-split era, is so high-pitched and like high energy, and that's the way that Michael voiced at the time. And I think that Leafy in both early BFDI, or like mid BFDI, actually I'll say BFDI A era and modern BFDI era are both deeper. So kind of like how it kind of goes up and down and up and down, just to kind of reflect that in different eras, like, you know, people change. Like sometimes I listened to myself when I was 14 and it changed. So anyway,
If we want to survive.
I'm cool with that.
Great, but also kind of weird. We both knew what to do.
what is this? I forgot. Okay. What is this?
Think about
I was thinking of like, is this when Gelatin says gelatin and lollipop, which I only remembered that line because it ended up in a Shmo Yoho song, because it doesn't seem to be here. But I do think that, like, even though most people say that Post Split's rating wasn't as good, like, I do think that this episode is pretty cool because of the courtroom, like, situation. I mean, there's also the Fire and Leafy stuff, but ignoring that, I think it was like Sam Thornbury's like first episode where, like, you know, he was tackling kind of this more interesting format.
Yeah.
Are you managing to keep up with this teardrop?
What?
You made a comic? How is this even possible?
This is okay.
Teardrop's Pirate Adventure.
Yeah. I think that it is an interesting part of like background Teardrop lore that, you know, may come back later. And I think, you know, Teardrop, she has a lot of other things going for her, but the more full-fleshed she could be, the more like, ooh, she has a not dark past, but like a long past, the better, I think.
I'm heading back for.
Like, this is my favorite part of the whole episode.
As soon as possible.
Well, every character was screaming, not just Leafy, but Fiery too.
I found out who took the diary. Okay. Did you just scan my brain?
Did you just scan my
brain? Remember to keep my secrets.
Well, that is kind of scary to think that, like, if you're so close with friends, you can share memories. You could just see the secrets too.
I found out who took
But also,
the diary brain. I sure did. Hooray!
like the hooray. Like I noticed the eyes like are kind of like scribbled over the other eyes to kind of like reflect this era's like kind of hand drawn-y style. Anyway, on to the next one.
Hey, friends! I'm finally ready.
So this is the sweater episode, and I just remember that like the animators said it was so difficult to animate stuff like not this, but like where are they wearing it? Like here.
Hour now. She has no way of knowing if we take.
Like it's interesting that with like Lollipop, normally her arms are connected like up here or like higher up her body, but then here the sweater kind of pushes those elbows or shoulders down.
Off this garbage, huh?
You're right.
Ouch. I also like.
What? Are you mad?
This part reminds me of like the everything with the LOL in modern BFDIA, where it's like some characters in some sort of confined arena, but they need to like interact with the outer world, so you can like put some tool through some like weird portal to do it. And the LOLers do it with the like propeller and or the wheels. Here.
Teardorp? If you
Teardorp, I guess, is using the hedge trimmers.
Die. Stop that.
I'm not sure if that joke really landed. I think in the storyboard when I wrote it, it sounded a lot funnier than it really was. But I don't know. I think that like so much of a joke depends on like timing, and it's just hard to convey that in a script. But what was it? I'm trying to find. Well, yeah, there's some more sweater stuff. Okay, on to the next episode.
Hey guys, welcome to the Blocky Podcast, or as we call it, the Blockcast.
This was on my half birthday, because 6 months after my birthday.
Fine. I still don't understand why you're desperately trying to make a new show.
Blocky's funny doings is on hiatus because of the perjuries.
I really do like that like Blocky and Woody forged a friendship in this season, because I think honestly like whenever there's a Blocky's Funny Doings International episode, it's like an ad break that I'm always happy to see. So this is the episode where they have to make a birthday party location.
Looks great. All right, everyone. Time to see the parties you all made for me. We'll start with you, Gelatin.
These episodes were like longer than I remember. But yeah, Purple Face also like made a really big part of this era. Anyway, on to the next episode. So this episode was less than half the length of the previous, or like it was so short, 11 minutes. But when I wrote the storyboard for this, it was like I drew the panels really, really big, so the storyboard ended up being 20 pages long, and everyone thought this was going to be a gargantuan episode, and then it just was one of the shortest. So I think the lesson is that when you write your episodes, you have no idea how long it's going to actually end up in the final cut. Actually, let me put my headphones like this so I know how loud I'm talking, because it is 2 a.m.
Command detected.
Okay, so this is the one where they have to collect like totems from this like temple, and like 2 of them are cursed and then like 4 of them are not. I think the best part of this episode is by far the backgrounds that Top Hat designed. I think this is the first time I really realized like, wow, object show backgrounds don't have to be simple like the green grass. They can really have so much depth and like shadows to them.
No!
Like look at all the shadows.
I will be your tour guide for this.
Okay, wow, Purple Face had a huge influence over this era. So it's like between him and Lollipop, Purple was just a very and the grass of the Pillory Ruins. Purple was a dominant color of this era.
Okay, follow me into the side room.
Also, there's the iconic flower dance here. I'm sure it's where it peaks, like the retention. Yay, she's dancing. Oh my god. Okay. On to the next.
For your next prank, Woody, how about...
No.
I didn't even describe
Wait, so we're
one
at
yet,
final
Woody, but
6 or
if
final
you're not
7?
enjoying doing pranks anymore, you don't have to keep doing them.
I think...
If pranks aren't completely
So
your
BFB
thing,
ended with
we
final
can find
2.
something else for you
Season
to
1
do.
ended with final 3. And
now
BFDIA is
it's
also
time to
final
talk
2.
about me. It began ironically, but I've actually...
You gonna despawn me again?
It's over there, and take them all the way to the top. The contestant that gets to the top of
Is
X's
it-
aloe vera garden next to the
Where
BRB
was it? Which episode? I wonder which episode of Flower and Taco got 1 vote apart. I think I already missed that one. Oh wait, this is Profile's debut? Oh yeah. See, I'm going through the episodes so fast I forgot what happens in each one. But this is, I think, the first time that like assets were animated in BFDI for a while, right?
Terrible.
But it's a flashback, of course. But isn't it crazy that like now it's like duh because you see modern BFDI, but in this era it's like oh like asset animation was already like 4 years out of date and never touched.
I can roll like a wheel. You're covered in ooze, and Donut's got a hole.
And I am a ray of sunshine, and you all love hanging out
Oh,
with
this
me.
is the craziest retcon. Well, not really a retcon. A whole profile-y bunch.
Can you also find a way to fit in the rainbow thing I said?
Oh my god, he's right there. Well, also same voice actor as too, Niall Burns. Okay, next episode.
Are now in stock. Leafy and Fiery Jr. are also ready to order.
So we're getting close to Christmas on COVID year.
Driving is so fun. We've been driving for 5 weeks now without a single thing.
Oh, this is when X says like, my co-host.
Please let me in the bus.
Okay, purple face just shows up way too much. Oh, this is when like Leafy throws someone at the edge of the oven and they catch on fire, and then like, honestly I did forget a lot about this season, but 15 seconds.
Seed, that was such a long ladder. And what? Do my eyes deceive me?
Oh, this is when the newbie alliance happens, but it's all 4 people who are in make the alliance.
In an oven for some reason. Okay, TT, I know we don't really know each other well, but it's time
It's
for
crazy that they don't know each other that well, because like they're the final 4 or final 5 contestants or something, and it's like, you know, whatever. Usually when you get to the cast that small, everyone knows each other really, really well. Oh, and Teapot 1 came out in between BFB 27 and 28. So we're gonna watch the first episode of Teapot 1. So this brings us into 2021.
We should switch back.
I won't.
Why not?
4 has reinstated the prize.
So one thing I will point out about this episode is that people say that like we predicted.
Change the prize? I am switching.
Like look at that, we predicted the number meme, but you know this fraction existed everywhere on the internet, all over the place. So we did not predict anything, but. See, we removed 2 6 7s at once. See, that's just how clear we are from the brain rot. In less than a second, both were gone.
Hello, was that you? You know, I would appreciate if you didn't suddenly read me like that.
Don't worry, I wasn't reading you.
Then what?
I was just looking at the pictures.
Well, anyway, I think we...
Yeah, I feel like Pillow... Well, Pillow in BFE 1 was so different than Pillow by Teapot 1. Anyway, on to the next episode.
Nothing can go
So this
wrong.
was only like, yeah, less than a week after Teapot 1.
I'm back to normal.
Oh wow, I like this concept of like, oh, this is the first time I'm showing that like, oh, if an Algebraian doesn't have a power or doesn't mastered it, like you can see them halfway being able to do it, but in a distorted, corrupted way. Next episode.
So, Blackster, what do you think?
Oh, so this is the one where like the quality of the animation gets like worse and worse, or like the style changes,
My
right?
hiding place.
Yeah,
It reminds me a lot. Yeah, I already showed the Chowder episode.
It's not as
There's also
obvious as all
Gumball
that.
that does the same thing, but this is one of the last times the character's going to do the 4 pose, right? Is that the one?
Anyway, I'm Block.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, he's
being a Magnus. We're gonna need to get you a new nickname.
Okay, so let's find the iconic moment.
no one would ever actually call me that, though.
Oh, there's the animation change. Actually,
14 can continue.
I know Inanimate Insanity also did something like this, and even though it's like worse quality because like it's a screen recording of MS Paint, in some ways I think it's like just because it's different, it's like it catches your eye more.
Sounds good to me.
Like not only this,
No, stop. Don't leave
but
our show.
but also
Luckily,
this style. I really love this. The idea of like colored binder paper cut out and then that's moving around because. I mean, I don't know. Just like a lot of TV shows did this, but I think it requires in some ways more effort than the actual animation.
Today, I just want
Because like everything here, like you can't reuse the fiery assets. You have to draw new assets.
Okay, we need ideas now, folks, or else everyone will forget me.
And I think this is a testament
again.
that like
No!
what makes art fun to watch is not how polished or clean it looks, but just the idea of like how much work the artist put into it, or the thought that the artist like tried something different that you haven't seen before.
I got my box of paper slips.
Okay, on to the finale of BFG.
Check this out.
Oh, I forgot this is how the finale started.
Ta-da! Ew. And what?
And also, this was by far the longest episode to date. Like,
it's my
obviously, it's not the longest anymore. Now we have an hour-long episode.
Our favorite host.
But
Look, For's here. He's like here.
yeah, this is the end of BFB, and I think the last time we'd ever see the intro, which is right here. Oh, I guess it's still only the final 14 contestants, but you know, we saw it with all 64 enough. And we learned all the backstory.
Bigger than you can possibly imagine. He'd sit and memorize BFDI episodes. He was in love with it. Still watching that.
Yeah, I forgot that X gave a lot of the like exposition of 4's backstory. I will say that like what I've learned about voicing X is that I only have like 10 or 12 lines in the bank in my vocal cords before like I start to feel strained. And I used to do this thing where I would do each line like 3, 4, 5, 6 times to get every different intonation. But I think that's not good with X. I should run through all the lines first so that I don't strain my voice by the end.
Oh, this is my favorite scene of this episode.
Let's take some time
This is kind of like the meta, is like a show within a show.
Blocky's elimination.
No, let's not do that. I agree. Let's not.
Wow, like I'm watching a finale when another finale is right on the horizon. It's only like a week away and it's done being made.
I had a lot of money riding on that. Oh no, this is really.
So let's see how the whole show ended. Right here.
Awesome.
I really did win, didn't I?
I really did win, didn't I?
You copy me, Flower.
Wait for me.
You heard what I said and you thought, wow, I should just steal that and say it myself.
Oh my gosh,
The end. Wow, the motion graphics, but also like both season 1 and season 4 ended with Fiery and Leafy in frame. Okay, on to the next episode. Now we're in 2022.
How is everything?
This is the only episode from 2022, but it's also Teapot 2, which is one of my favorite
Okay,
Teapot
but
episodes.
How is it going?
Maybe we haven't asked
My
him
favorite
nicely
moment
enough.
of this episode is when
please.
Golf Ball is like
Yeah,
kind of in awe of the strategy of having one block. Like it cannot fall. There's no way like there's any downside to this, but where does that happen? It's like the green blocks. I know they stack green blocks.
Integrity.
So what?
So it's
If
after
there's
this.
only one way to stack things, GB.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be like, oh, she's gonna make the like
why don't you
amazed
help us
face.
then?
Oh, I animated this. I forgot this is my scene. I did animate a scene for the BFDI finale as well. Wait, I don't want to mute it.
Sufficiently stable stacking structure.
See, I animated this, and I know that people like I've seen people use this face as a profile picture, which is funny. And also this like Digiface, that's like a font that I use a lot for digital things. Okay, that's totally not stable.
I'm gonna go knock someone's stack over.
What? Eraser? I don't know if that's allowed.
What are they gonna do about it?
Well, you know,
Okay.
they could. They might. Huh.
Man.
Oh, yeah, there was my scene. But yeah, okay. So also the marker fight scene with Teardrop is also like one of the best animated scenes of the whole show. I feel like. Where does it happen?
Revenge.
This. Like, oh, look at that 3D spin. That's so cool. And that, like, you can feel the like crunch of her bone breaking. Actually, well, I mean, they don't have bones, but you know what I mean. But I want to find that scene with the golf ball and the blocks. I can't find it though. Is it here?
Causing my death.
Just some for you.
Great.
I'm making music, guys. Okay, well, anyway, we don't have time. It's 15 seconds. I'm going way over.
What is going on today?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
TV.
So this is 2023, and it's building roller coasters for Two'sman Park. And I remember like Two eats a bowl of vomit at the end.
We did it. Good job, price tag.
Oh my heavens! Another death.
They need to stop overreacting about death.
That markers say the death prevention.
Yellow face.
Winner!
It's so hard to find a section. Maybe instead of saying my favorite section is, I should just click to a random location and then react to it.
Are you okay? Please join me on the.
I love it so
Wait, actually no, wait, let me go back.
If you're up to the challenge.
Thank you too. 7 out of 10. 3 strong attractions so far. How I feel about this. Strong, but I look. Try.
I don't even know if you have up to the.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Okay. I can react to this. It's like, and I know that has also become like a profile picture for some people.
A strong game for a strong.
Okay, cool. Okay, Teapot 4. This is the last Teapot episode that I actually wrote and directed, which is kind of crazy that it's been so long since then.
Play yo-yo chess. Yeah, Nickel, it's really, really fun to play. Here, when this game finishes, you can play me next.
Wait, I thought I was next in line.
No, Book, you are not next in line.
But then why are we?
Playing on top of this life-threatening roller coaster.
I put them on top of the roller coaster because I have so many dreams where I wake up and I'm like on top of this roller coaster, and it's like I can feel the wind blowing through me, and I feel so exposed, like almost like vulnerable in a way. But I think that, like, you know, it's actually not that scary of a place to be in the BFDI world. I think that, like, when it comes to this episode, I tried to make it so that every team was in a different physical location so that you could associate, like, because I thought, like, it's hard to remember who's on whose team because there's so many contestants. So if each team was in a different environment, you could always remember, oh yeah, Nickel was in the desert, which was hot. So I'll remember that Nickel's on the desert team.
Van, it's my home sweet mobile home.
Got it. Hey, can I pour your...
Seriously.
Also, this was the first time including David's, or like talking about like David's science and like the biology of David's in a long time. Like the way they say like, oh, most Davids are really, really big, and I was worried about that. I was like, I don't know if we were like actually allowed, or we know this much about David. Also, there's a yellow face skull, which I was also scared of, like, does this break some like non-kid friendly rule?
Maybe there's some. This is my first time hearing about this skeleton.
Oh, the music's also like kind of ominous.
Can't find any water. Maybe there's some behind here.
Like, obviously kids can see skulls. I mean, they see it all the time, like in the Patchy the Pirate in SpongeBob, so it's like it's obviously fine.
You accidentally killed
Okay, T-Bot 5. This is the one where they dance in the water.
Cool. No, I will not embrace it.
A ball in a ball? That's like ballception. Actually, I think that Ception meme is getting quite dated at this point. You guys might not even know about it.
Eraser, put a stop to this madness.
Oh, I don't think those physics are accurate. I think, like, oh, I forgot. Your tears are confused into the ocean. Yeah, there's all these skills that I forgot that they had. Also, one of my friends, Eli, has been making these TikToks of himself dancing to these like marker dances where he's like communicating through dance. So check out, search Eli marker dance on TikTok, and that's not a joke. Like, actually do it because he's my friend and he's, you know, he makes good content. Okay, that was more than 15 seconds. Now, this was the episode that showed in theaters in 2024, I believe, 2023. Actually, no, that means it's the first episode that ever played in theaters, right? Because, yeah, 2022, we had a meetup with no episode playing. This was the first ever. So this is the first thing we ever saw of BFDI on a big screen. Isn't that crazy? It was only two places, like one in, oh, why does I jump ahead? One in New York, one in LA. This is like a fairy tale, but when it says jump ahead, I always get like this feeling that what it means to me is that the YouTube algorithm has figured out that almost everyone clicks ahead to skip to somewhere they're more interested in watching. And here, it looks like it means they want to see 4 and X. Like, everyone's clicking ahead.
We just
Wait.
decided to use really 4 and X.
So I remember when this would play in theaters, everyone would scream when these bags showed up, just because that was enough. Like, they hadn't seen 4 and X in years, and it's the first time they had a glimpse of it. It was enough.
We demand to know.
And then when this happened, everyone screamed. And I think one of my favorite jokes of the show is this.
David and Dora?
Because it's so obviously not David and Dora. Like, the body shapes are so different.
What? That's clearly 4 and X.
Yeah. And then they're just right there.
Why are you chefs? Please tell us. Oh, please tell us.
Once their show ended.
Isn't it crazy that like the 4NX probably didn't have any alliance between the million subscribers special in June 2021 and then this in July 2023?
They decided to use their out of this world talents to cook up
I don't know if
meals
that's
for the
right,
hotel
but 2 whole
inhabitants.
years
So
of no
maybe just this
hearing this lovely voice. Crunch! But also, it's nighttime, it's 2:30, so I need to be quiet.
Okay, on to the next episode.
Hey, you guys, I just thought of something. With limitless power, what would you do?
I'd love to conduct some research.
I feel like every game show needs to have this sort of discussion. Like, what would you do if you won the prize? And it's always like at the beginning of an episode, about halfway through, because it can't happen like during the intense beginning or end.
Maybe I'd make the world robot.
There's another jump ahead. I don't know why.
Yes, lovely to see you all is what I would say if you were all here. Bottle.
I think this is before Teapot got really heavy. Oh, this is the was it the balance beam again? Or no, this is repairing different places around the world. Or is that the challenge? I forgot.
Yellowface forgot the product, then we're gonna have to find it ourselves.
Yeah, this is
Just give each team one landmark.
Yes.
yeah, we're hearing landmarks.
To
That's
the
what they're
world's
called.
largest oven. Are you okay? Volcano time for you. Just not. Fix my roller coaster in the amusement park. Teammates. Fix the balance beam. Strongest team on Earth. Fix up the roof of the bathrooms here on the hotel.
And I feel like
you can tackle the moon.
I feel like in this episode, all those landmarks are presented as like equally relevant. Like you got the top of the bathrooms. You've got the balance beam, and then you got the moon. It's like, oh, it's just the moon. Who cares about the moon?
Teardrop, my water friend. You can take the canal.
And the canal, but like one of those, the moon ends up being way more relevant than the others. Okay, next up.
Balance beam. I'm a pro, you know.
I bet I could
I remember voice acting that. Balance beam. I'm a pro, you know. But also, the balance beam takes way more relevance in Teapot 8. It's the whole episode, which is like the first time I think we repeated a challenge.
Robot Flower is trying to bring our lives as we know it to
I actually thought that Robot Flower would have a crazy, like, what do you call it? Not a song title, but maybe like maybe she could write an album and call it From Pedal to, like, take the pedal to the metal, because that, that's a term for like stepping on the gas in a car. But she went from being made of pedals to being made out of metal.
It's me, Robot Flower. Now, do your violent tendencies come from something deep within, or is it just for fun?
I don't know if I like. Oh, that's a pillow getting a taste of her own medicine. Okay, I feel like me jumping around is making it harder to react.
In my studies, I found that the best way to balance on something is to hang below it.
Oh, I will have a fun fact about
Help
this.
from the bottom will be safe.
Cha-ching! Great idea. Let's do it.
So in BFDI, including the very first episode, they do this thing where they grab onto like the edge of a balance beam as if it's like you can grab onto the outline. But in reality, you can only grab if some fingers, some appendages are wrapping around and like over the top of it, right? Like if you're only touching the bottom, you're gonna fall. So I think it's a funny cartoon logic physics thing.
In my studies, half my studies have been proven ineffective. I just can't take those odds.
Oh, that's like what I see on Reddit a lot. People comment like, did you know that 68% of statistics are made up? And it's like, you can't ever prove that. Okay, we already watched that. Okay, next episode. This is the zombie episode, and I feel like Sam was so excited to have an apocalyptic episode, and I understand why. You know, there's this feeling of danger that everyone loves.
After Barfbeck's vomit poured out last episode,
I think, like, I as a kid, I never had a zombie phase. Like, is it a thing that, like, because I feel like when kids grow up, they either have, like, a zombie phase or, like, a train phase or dinosaurs. For me, it was, like, space. Like, I was into planets, but for me, like, zombies was not my thing. And I feel like there's one scene where, like, they go into Two's room that I think is, this is, like, the peak creepiness. Like, I still feel like, to this day, this might be the creepiest scene of all of BFDI.
I'm a little freaked out. Okay?
Oh, here. It's this part. Because they also play like the same musical theme that like is playing whenever 2 is talking to Gady, but it's the music is distorted and like this pitch is bending.
Are you okay?
Oh, the whispering, it's so eerie.
2. I'm a little freaked out.
Niall did such a good job of voice acting.
2.
Inside.
I know you're.
I think the best horror is not based off of jump scares, right? Like you just want a feeling of uneasiness.
You there?
Like there's the Backrooms movie coming. Yeah, like the movie that A24 and Kane Pixels are making called is about the Backrooms, and you know some people are saying like, oh, the Backrooms were ruined when they added all these monsters and jump scares, and like, you know, I'm excited to see how the movie turns out either way, but I do agree it's the eeriness.
Is that? Are you okay?
Uh-oh. Scary.
Are you
Scary.
okay?
The drool.
Wait, 2, don't.
Well, it was quite a simple clap because, like, I think we didn't want to have like a thing of 2 jumping at the screen and going like in Five Nights at Freddy's. That's just too basic, you know. Okay, next episode. It was a total coincidence, by the way, that the word onerophobe means both fear of dreams, but also has one's name at the start of it. Like, I think when we were coming up with the title of this episode, we didn't even know what fear of dreams was. And like it just by coincidence had that at the start, and it's also the episode that one appears in the background all the time.
Nightmare. Looks like a dream. Go, Ben, go.
Let's see if I can find it.
What this does.
Well, do you know? Have you heard of hidden Mickeys? Like from Disneyland, it's like every time like Disneyland puts some sort of like reference to Mickey Mouse in their park, it's a hidden Mickey, and I feel like these are hidden ones. But also, let's just double check. I want to show that we're not making up pseudoscience or misinformation. The fear of dreams is oneirophobia. So, we're factual, you guys. You are learning. This is educational.
What now?
I want to find at least one hidden one.
Amen. I couldn't believe when Eggy and Kate.
The solution.
Oh, is it
dead and
loser
no one
and
to recover me for
loser
a
and
year.
winner's pseudo reunion happens
Limber
here?
didn't bring me back either. No one cared, and I just didn't want the same thing to happen to you.
You were getting obsessive. It felt like you were treating me like I was a celebrity when that was just the last thing I wanted.
I'm so sorry, Winner.
I forgot that Clock did get involved in the loser winner
Pushing you,
story.
making you uncomfortable. I misread what you were going through.
I do feel like a lot of celebrities do have to grapple with this mental burden, confusing point of how close do I want my fans to be, and are the fans too close? Are they getting obsessive, or are they just showing really passionate support? And both, it's you can mix up the two sometimes.
How are we gonna wake her up now?
I didn't find any hidden ones.
Better tree. Oh dear roots.
I don't think I'm looking close enough, but we have to move on. Okay, so this is Teapot 11. Oh, this is the first time we see the exit in a long time.
David's right. There's no way.
Okay, so at the very end of this episode, it's there's more of them.
Hello?
Oh no, it's that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Maybe it was 2 episodes ago.
David's right. There's no way out of here.
I think the backgrounds here remind me a lot of children's books, which I love, and it's the colors just feel more vibrant than they normally are.
Right out there. We need some sort of diversion. Not it.
See, I think. Oh wait, 4 is there. Wait, I will say, none of that should take credit for any of this, but no. Okay, the Amazing Digital Circus is its own show, and I'm really excited because I did buy tickets to watch their final act, episode 9. In theaters on June 4th or some date like that, but I never because I know that there's that post of Gooseworks saying that Kane is inspired by both AM from I Have No Methanoma Scream and 4 from BFB. But honestly, up until this moment, I didn't really I can't find it, but maybe it's here. I can't read it, it's too small. Oh, Gooseworks is a post-split hater. Oh no. Well, that's okay. We'll look at that later. I mean, this is supposed to be just reacting to episodes. And everyone is can have their own opinion. But what I will say is I can totally see the connection between 4 and Kane here, in the sense that they're oh, we can't say 4's name. What if he just appears? And this is also 4's internal world, which means that 4 has not total control, but it is his domain. Next episode. So this one played in theaters in mid-2024, I believe. So, that's pretty cool that we already moved forward a year.
After another.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
I remember hearing that it's gonna work, dozens of times throughout the tour, because that's always the audio that would play as Michael, Adam, and I were walking off stage, during the shows, and then the episode would start playing.
Nearly there, tree. I've got you.
Guys, marker, no tree. About to.
I know that some people who are saying that they really liked how Tree looked when he was big, and all the vines and the thick trunk and everything. And I think that some people took that in a different direction, but I definitely think that I like that people can find appealing parts of every aesthetic. Also, this is the first time one showed up. Oh no, there's the very beginning was hi guys, that was at the end of some episode.
I liked 4's idea of tossing eggs down the pit. Let's do it with Ice Cube.
Oh, this is also the era when characters were just randomly missing limbs, and Fanny was missing a mouth. There was all. Oh my god, violent. Okay, next episode. I still have BFDI to get through, but I think that'll be pretty quick. Okay, yeah, there's Fiery and Leafy. They're a perpetual part of the show. I feel like Fiery and Leafy are almost, not to say. Obviously, Disney is 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times bigger than us. But what Mickey Mouse? Okay, no, I shouldn't even make the comparison. I'm not gonna say it, but I love that Fiery and Leafy are the main characters of BFDI. Is all I can say. Well, 4 next too, Corny and Pin too. I feel like there's so many. The announcer too. There's so many people who are good testaments to like Pencil and her crew too. Like, there's a lot of people who you could argue are main characters. But let's fast forward to something in the middle of this episode.
If I wanted to hear nonsense, I'd go hang out with Dora.
Now I want to point one thing out, which is right. Wait, when's the vote reveal? For the eliminated characters to come back.
I'll need some weapons next.
On it.
Or was that the next one? When is the when does the rejoin happen? I think it's the next episode actually. I know that like Gady made the leg shape that what she does when like Pin's like in BFB2 when Pin's like loser's getting someone and then boom and then yeah, well, Gady like gets attracted to like Pin like on a metallic point, and then she's like, yeah. Well, you get the idea. Oh my god, that part reminds me of Mimi from. Wait, I can't. Oh my god, I lost it. Oh wait, this is the audio level. Okay, well, there's a part where. Wait, no. Okay, This reminds me of Mimi from Super Paper Mario, who is, okay, spoiler if you haven't played Super Paper Mario, she is this kind of, what looks like an innocent little girl who can then turn into a spider by like turning upside down, and then these spider legs come out of like her neck or something, and it's very creepy, and as a kid I was like horrified by this, but like just the visual of like, you've turned evil and these like very angular limbs come out, very spider-like, very Mimi-esque. Next episode.
What do we do?
Wait. I think the category 1 was the one where there was a rejoin. Yeah, it's right here.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, Pencil's already back. So was it here?
Fortunately, she can, because Yellowface is safe with 12,787 votes.
Oh, it's at the very beginning? That's right at the beginning. I didn't realize it was so early in the episode. That's why I missed it. Okay, here's what I want to point out. Okay, so it's the final 3, and the top 2 eliminated contestants get to rejoin, right? So it's those 3. But like, Bracelety got so close to the most votes. Or not the most, the second. Oh yeah, it's top 2.
Top 3, it's time to see
My
which
mouse is
one
not
of
working
you is joining.
because I'm using a towel instead of a mouse
Did
pad.
that always say 2 contestants?
Well, you are too, so you tell me.
Well,
That
you
is the
are
kind of thing I
too,
would
so
come up
just
with.
go along with it. See, like 18,740. So she just needs to overtake second placer to be let on the show.
20,336 votes and an impressive 25,200.
Yeah, you see 18 to 20. So I mean, obviously we were so happy that Pencil got to have more screen time and explore her relations with all the other characters, although some of them are a bit rocky. Bracelety needed less than 10% more votes than what she got to be on the show again. And I believe Bracelety is on the list of fewest episodes ever competed. BFDI contestants, how many episodes competed? It's kind of like very few episodes contestants have competed for less than like 4 episodes. And I know Bracelety is like last. The only people lower are like BFDI Ears, like Hot Dog, I believe. Okay, these don't count. Okay, Profiley doesn't count, Hot Dog. And then Bracelety, 75th. And then Beach Ball, I'm going to say not count. Oh my god. Fandom is littered with ads. And the second lowest, who's not a BFDI Ear, is Robody. And it's like, of course, Robody. But like, Bracelety is below Robody. We need to have more Bracelety screen time. On to the next episode. Although, I guess it's next. Because I think I already reacted to this one.
Thank you.
Now let's go. Super fast.
My mouse is being weird.
Our store, our jetpacks.
Leave it.
Okay, this was the period where I was working on BFDI A, so I kind of lost a bit of track what happens in the teapot timeline. This is November 2024, so what was happening? Oh, your winner is a lava proof. That is pretty impressive, because I know Dora is as well.
Kill him? For the good of the team, of course. Or
Okay, moving on. So Teapot 15 is the time travel one where it combines with BFDI A17. And one fun fact, actually, okay, this is a fun fact I can say. So in BFDI, which came out like about 24 hours earlier, it was like an elimination. And I think Book, Needle, and Nickel were all up for elimination. And the number of likes or dislikes, it's whoever gets the most dislikes. I think it was like up to either Book or Needle to have the most dislikes and be eliminated. But as soon as this episode came out 24 hours later, and it sort of shows Nickel being responsible for the timeline shift, his dislikes start to like skyrocket faster. Like you can see it very clearly because of this episode. And that he got out. He got 7th place in BFDI 18. So it's kind of as a result of that. But I have to say that this episode really showed me how beautiful you can make particle effects, like SFX or VFX in Animate. Like every time the crack shatters, like this. Watch this. Like this kind of stuff. I'm gonna frame by frame. Like there's all these artifacts that, I mean, I guess it's not that high quality. I mean, it is pretty cool, but like when you watch it really fast, it just looks something like so much fancier than what I would think Animate could do. An actual leak, I get it. LEEK versus LEAK? Which one will it be? But there's so much timeline shifting that I feel like this would have been a really cool episode to see in theaters. Like it came out, you know, kind of in the middle of two summer eras, so we never got to see this in theaters. But like, what would people have thought when like their favorite era shows up? Like when they saw like the Eiffel Tower from BFDI A4. Wow, rose and pencil. Yeah. Anyway, next episode. No, I thought for a second I thought someone was actually knocking. They're not. This is when 4 and X come back to host for one quick episode. And I remember I made a video saying like, oh, T-Bot 16 is when 4 comes back because 2 to the 4th is 16. Also 4 to the 2nd is also 16. Wow. I think Yellowface with limbs looks lovely. I used to hate Yellowface. I used to think he was the absolute most filler character, but then his personality kind of grew on me. He does a lot of things in some upcoming episodes or like videos. I just think it's absolutely hilarious. And, you know, it does help that I'm Asian, that like it doesn't sound like the other meaning, but, you know, I think we didn't even pick it, you know, like it was sort of like bestowed upon us because in the BFDIA contestant voting, I didn't put him up for voting. Everyone else just commented his name, so yeah. Everyone loves Lai Scream here.
Let me check.
Yeah, like Lai. I'm not gonna impersonate Lai screaming, but people thought the scream was like just a fun scream. So good job to Sabrina.
Here we go.
Well, I didn't know I could fly. Oh yeah, I love how like X is going like this. His fingers are like vibrating. They're pulsating with his energy. Oh, I forgot these. Okay, fun fact from the BFDI episode, which shows up here. So these little like displays, or these little like, what do you call them? Like presets for like, I don't know, these like text overlays. They come from the iPod Touch, and like Michael had an iPod Touch back in 2011. You know, when he made the BFDI episode where this comes from, and that's just like a product of its time. Like who even has iPod Touches now? Next episode is the one where Bottle gets to host. What's happening? Why is it not loading? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should I end the recording and then come back later? Oh no, we got it. So I love the concept of Bottle being host because I feel like Bottle as a character didn't have enough time to shine and like explore her full personality until this. And I think that she's such a silly, whimsical, lighthearted person that it's like all she needs is to be the host and not even go through any struggles, and you already love her more because of it. Also, doesn't the Free Smart Van look so simple without the super aspect? Like that's so small. There's no orange flames. There's no flowers on it. It just looks so small. But yeah, Bottle is like, I love, yeah, like here's Bottle doing her bodily things. Well, not bodily. There's this.
Anyway, you'll
be heading into this haunted house. The first player to make it out the
Oh
other
no.
side.
But my favorite part of this is when Bottle like says the team's names and she has to say do 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 do.
Slay got 1 point, TV got 2, and finally Tennis Ball got 1 point.
Don't shake out of nervousness.
Finally,
Just
Cloud
confident,
Yay
a fi
got
up.
1 point, Cloud Yay and Death Pact yet again.
So those two are two team names that you can pronounce, but for Bag, the do 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 do.
You both win with 12 points each.
She has to say it so
Team 2
sadly.
and doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We are up for elimination with
Oh,
9
we! I forgot because like she's on that team.
for Team 2 and 7 points to
I like that one because like it's at the end of the sentence, and usually the end of a sad sentence is when you really lower your voice, but she still has to end with this high-pitched voice.
We are up for elimination
Notes.
with 9 points for Team 2 and 7 points to
Okay, fun.
And finally, Cloud Yay.
Oh wait, I was already
Well,
there.
that one-
Okay, on to Teapot 18. This is the one that played at VidCon 2025. We get to see the post splitters for the first time in a while.
I'm writing to inform you of
Her
a
scribble is
scandal.
fading.
Recently,
It's
I was
like
approved for
melting
the
back
yellow-faced
into
silver
the
standard
middle of the
gold credit
sugar
card.
blob that is her head.
It's very valuable.
Yeah, credit cards, you know, you can accumulate a lot of debt on them. You know, I try to not have credit, but you know, you got to do it to build up a good credit score.
I guess they didn't steal my credit card.
Aha!
At least this isn't
Where's the
real.
part where there's two
Oh,
bubbles?
I guess I'll start looking somewhere else.
There's a part where there's like 5 blockies there.
Oh my Gordy.
This episode kind of reminds me of the Onerophobe one where they're going into people's dreams, because instead of going to dreams, they're going to each other's memories, and this like visual effect of like the kind of, these are called what are they called? It's like the interpolated lines. I like, well, it's like every other pixel is like brightened.
Fall off.
Lollipop has a thing with like shaking people's arms like that. She also did that to Barf Bag. Oh yeah, I guess when you're unplugged and you're disconnected for good. Oh, there's multiple lollipops, that's right. Okay, next episode.
The U2's 4 plush is now live. Make sure to get it because once it's gone for good.
Order it on youtube.com. Yeah. I forgot that like so this happened like the theater cut did not get to see this because like this happens from a theater, so that was like later added to the YouTube cut, but also the audio from that sounds like so much more echoey because we're in a big venue. But anyway, this is, I think, the highest rated episode on IMDb, and it did end with Grassy crying. I mean, there's so much to say about this episode. It's like a battle royale fight to the death like Fortnite or Hunger Games.
What do you think comes between 2
I
and
love this joke.
That's odd. You didn't find 3 this whole year?
This is one of my favorite jokes.
What do you think comes between 2 and 4?
It reminds me of that joke from BFB 14 when the golf was like, 4, you want to hear a joke? And like 4's like, not really. And then golf was like 3, and then 4's like, ha ha ha, and he starts choking like crazy. I don't want to do the choking and laughing because it's like late.
Well.
But
looks like
this whole section, you know, you feel so much sympathy for crying characters, like when Ruby cries in BFDI A5C.
See, from them and, well, me. I'm sorry.
This is like the end of the world. And then Garassi's like, it's really hard to cry while inhaling. Like, give it a try, people. Like Grassy's voice is just inhaling, so like suck up air as you speak, and that's Grassy. But cry while doing that, it isn't easy. But yeah, Grassy ends up doing okay. Next episode. This is purely a plot episode. No challenge in this one. And this was the first episode that we played in theaters that wasn't the tour episode, which is, you know, a historic moment. And that was only like barely 6 months ago. Okay, so it's already been 15 seconds, so let me just like cut to a random spot. Well, I don't know which part to pick. This is such a dramatic episode. So much drama.
Thank you for finding this ahead.
So you know, like I used to be in orchestra in middle school, and sometimes my friends would rank above me in the auditions, and then my teacher would be like your friend is going to get picked to play the solo piece instead of you because they're better at you at violin. And then this is my reaction. This is what I do to my friend. This is what I do when my friend steals my joke, says it to the class, and the class laughs for them and not for me.
One, you get out of here.
I mean, I'm just doing what they deserve, you know? You stole my joke. You did better than me. Okay, well, no, this is too dramatic. I feel like the mismatch is crazy. She's gonna shatter. Oh my god, okay. Craziest moment in BFDI. I know, that kind of like gory, kind of like haunting, you know? That's something you don't want. That's something?
Look, that was an accident.
That's something you don't want to see happen to your friend. Okay, next episode. Wait, I can't. Wait.
What are you doing?
Does 2 come back in this episode, or is? Wait, no, 2 is back this episode. So we're...
Just work together and get me out of here. No!
I'm really happy that 2 is finally like alert and able to speak again, because it felt like forever that 2 was sitting in that bed. But that means we're getting really close to the modern day. Okay, well, the intro doesn't really count because it's like something that we see in every episode. I think this is Price Tag's episode, honestly. Like, so much of Teapot happened, and all of Price Tag's gimmicks were just like, oh, my mouth changes to like a text symbol. But there's a lot more to like Price Tag than just their appearance. It's also the fact that they feel like they're a newbie in a cast of like a lot of OG friends. Like, you feel that way.
A place to call home. But then, I made a friend.
You feel that way when you enter a party and you don't know anyone else.
And it's my fault she's gone.
Oh.
I don't really know how much I can do.
Uh-oh. Well, 2's mourning a previous time that's passed.
You as well.
What do you plan on doing?
Okay, the bug species is much bigger than we all thought, you know? Like, there's multiple types of bugs, not just the little ones. Like, the little ones, like, existed in, like, all the previous seasons, but they're just the small fry. Next episode. Wait. Maybe just a little more. Okay, I feel like the whole biology of the Davids has to be explored. Like, this is a different type of David as well. I remember, like, the inside of this is, like, that's what, you know, my friend Fusion Animations used to make the trailer promotional picture for this episode. It was, like, the text for, like, BFDI Teapot 21. The poster for this was from the inside of the bug's mouth. Okay, now next episode. So this is now the most recent Teapot episode, and then we just have BFDI E, and then the compilations, which I will not react to because those don't count. So what I like about this episode is we hadn't seen a lot of the eliminated Teapotters for a long time, like years for some of them, especially Pi. And, you know, Pi actually is growing on me as one of my favorite characters.
So,
Because, like, they're so blasé about anything. Like, nothing really bothers them, even when it feels like they're about on the edge of death.
This is like the locker of losers. It's not like we can see each other.
It's like they're happy to...
I know. Well, I never checked.
Like,
But
oh,
it's good to know
I
what
never
was
checked.
right.
Like, isn't that such a cute little way of, like, kind of
Just sit.
interacting?
That's what I've been doing.
I know there's one part where, like Pi upsets everyone.
It'd actually be quite alright. Wait. Well, Snowball. Can you...
SB?
Doesn't Pi, like, say, like, oh, like, so-and-so, like, Pi knows something, and then no one, she never told anyone, and then everyone's like, why didn't you tell us before? I forget where that happens. Oh, here, it's right here.
She saw Pi during a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's right here. This is the part.
During a challenge.
Wait, who?
Like that one time.
What? When?
A long while back, she saw Pi during a challenge.
Oh, yeah. Did I forget to mention that? Oh, look, guys, I'm just a really busy person, okay? Lots going on.
Guys!
Yeah, they're upset at Pi. But Pi has, like, really long arms, just like 2 did when they were depressed, and I feel like... But Pi, she's not depressed, or, I mean, she's able to handle her way through it very well, but, you know, she also has long limbs, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, I think that this episode also features a lot of Puffball, you know, kind of revealing her true thoughts about, you know,
I decided to try to take this competition into my hands.
Like,
I'm out early again.
like how does she feel about being the biggest sabotager of BFDIA and like getting eliminated because of that? Like,
Lightning asked for my help with this.
we really did think that Puffball would like live a bigger life, or not bigger, but like a different
If I don't like doing
kind of journey in Teapot, but she didn't make it very far and then got eliminated.
something, then I just stop doing it.
Yeah, Fries is very much like, I'm not worried, I'm not inhibited by any fears, I just go.
I think that's not how I work, but maybe you.
I feel like, you know, we all know people who are like, oh, they can just go up to a random stranger and say, hi, what's up, let's get lunch together. I can't do that. I'm always worried, like, what are they going to think? Maybe they're busy, maybe they don't like how I look, blah, 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 blah. It's like two different personalities and they just are built differently.
The right idea.
I think I've come to accept that that is just the way our brains are wired, and I should not try to be like the people who are less inhibited.
Try it your way.
And this is where we are in the current day. This is the most recent thing that we have seen.
That stack nearly high enough?
Well, we need someone to test it.
As if. Good luck finding anyone willing to.
Oh, this bell string. They're in Bandland, but yeah, this is the as of May 9th, 2026. This is the most recent Teapot footage we've ever seen in the show. Well, so much chaos, so much insanity. Where are they gonna go? Where does this endless pit go? Okay, so anyway, that's the end. Okay, now we have 10 more episodes to react to. We're on to BFDIE. Okay, text doesn't count, but we'll go here.
What? Why catch me then?
I wanted to see your hopes get crushed.
I know people really like this duo of Jammy and Ruler, and like, I feel like...
To the top. I'll be your henchman for the rest of
Oh
the
yeah,
day.
I'll be your henchman. So Ruler says the word henchman, I feel like 20, 30 times in the season, but we had Tomska voice all the lines in one go because like all these episodes were made in one go. So I feel like I wonder if Tomska was ever like, why is this character so obsessed with the word henchman? It's just a random word, you know?
Yes.
I love Jammy's design though, like especially the curves on her lid.
Okay.
We've all seen a lid like that.
You first, boss.
Ruler is safe.
Ruler is safe. Let's see let's see. Watch this. This is what happens when I'm really hungry and I go to the lunch cafeteria to eat a meal and I see a hot dog. Okay, maybe not that. Wasn't there a part where hot dog gets shredded? I was hoping for that.
Thanks a lot.
Whoa.
Watch it. You're my enemy, Fern.
Oh yeah, Toothpaste is obsessed with enemies.
Hey there, Fern.
I actually really love Satomi's delivery of Toothpaste. I'm sad that they got so few votes at the end because I just love the like really like biting nature of the way they speak, you know? I think it shows that they're strong-willed, even in sometimes like the not most logical way, but whatever will they have, they're gonna fight for it.
You threw metal at me last episode. Well, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. I've forgiven you. Really? That's awesome. I know, right? We're best friends now.
Am I getting vibes from Leafy Bubble Reunion? You remember like season 1, how they keep becoming frenemies, enemies, friends, back and forth? Rose is voiced by Gooseworks, who's, you know, creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, so I'm wishing them the best to finish the Amazing Digital Circus.
I'm here to stop you from getting balls.
Episode 9.
Oh, you're with the two.
Oh, wait. Wait, oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong key.
I'm here to stop you from getting balls. Oh.
This exact pose, that's from BFDI A5E. I mean, maybe everyone knows this, but like, I can clock this because I know exactly where this is. This is when they're riding Spongy. See, I know this episode really, really well because I made most of, or all of 5D and then like a good chunk of 5E, like this part.
Metal can freeze.
What made you think I couldn't freeze Leafy, and she was made of metal?
Oh, that's because she was made of yoil metal. That stuff is unfreezable.
I know everyone has always thought like, oh, that's animated at a higher frame rate, but no, it's just that Michael's really, really smooth, or not smooth, but like really, really expressive with the way he animates, and I think that comes through. Kind of reminds me almost like a Mickey Mouse animation in the way that like the kind of the way the body moves and these little things come out of the eyes.
Ooh, you're
So
with the toothpaste girl.
that's what Rose does, same
if
thing.
you agree to leave me alone, I'll give you this, and you can just tell Toothpaste I died or something.
Oh, Rose is a schemer. Okay, next episode. This is Needy.
Ow! Nitty, what did you just put inside me?
I don't know.
What is inside Needy? This is like a mystery, just like what's upside, what's at the top of Belle's string. Okay, well, I guess we learn a little bit. about it's not a healthy substance at all if it makes you want to kill people. But Needy and Needle need to meet each other. That's a tongue twister, but it's something that prophecy has foretold. It needs to happen, don't you think? No, this is totally.
Fern wins.
This is totally an allusion to I have no mouth and I must scream. Like literally, like this is horrifying, and the toothpaste isn't even frowning at all. Like having no mouth and being in torture. That's like, oh. There's a green one? There's a green face? Oh my god. That's crazy. Exploded face.
On with what? Spinning the wheel? Good
I can't believe how early Beach Ball got out.
Will it land on next? Oop, weren't expecting that. Boats will
Beach Ball got out third.
Yikes. Don't worry. Have you survived and get?
Hello?
Yikes.
That same joke happened with Balloon in Inanimate Insanity Season 1. Big OG Fanny, yay. Okay, Season 4, Episode 4.
I don't remember turning the lights off. Where is the switch again? Ah, there it is.
I thought this was a really cute start to the episode, because I was like, a lot of these characters on BFDI are quite like mean to each other, like they're kind of douchebags. So when I saw a little hint of niceness here, I was like, they've got a good bone in their body.
Wow, this is so nice. No one's ever done anything like this for me before.
I see them smiling, and then it's like, oh, they're actually still douchebags. They're still
what's going on?
Not nice, but you know, I guess that's just the batch that the announcer had to deal with on the side of doing Season 1. Yeah, because I'll do a little bit of the middle. Ice bugs, another species. Next episode. That actually would be so painful because like you can't scratch an itch. Imagine you have an itch right here. It's trapped in ice. You can't even get to it. Torturous. Oh, I really did like this episode because it's like, I love The Amazing Race, and in The Amazing Race they compete in teams of 2. So that's why I like this. I also think compilation, like these sort of contests where they have multiple legs, just lets you see the characters confront different types of challenges.
Is that the girl sidewalking? You sure it's not blue or mauve or scarlet? Shut up!
Oh, I love, yeah. Well, I love Needy because of like her voice delivery. She gives the attitude of like, you know, I don't really care. Like, let's just do whatever. I mean, if you want, like that kind of vibe, and I think it's just really cool.
This is yellow.
Also, I love this line where she's like, ow, ow, ow. Here. This part. Listen. Can you hear that?
Sidewalkie, the sign said we needed to get ow, 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 ow.
The fact she says so low energy and then does it twice, like on the way in and the way back, it's like she doesn't even say like, oh, let's try to do it better a second time so I don't get hurt. She just deals with it a second time. That's pretty cool. Oh, this. Wow.
Hello? Henchman, did someone trap you in this picture? I'll get you out.
I feel like everyone went crazy over this. They're like, oh my god, Jammy and Ruler.
How long is he gonna do that for?
I feel like, you know, if you have a henchman, you might get obsessed. But also, Money came back, and I think that's, you know, crazy that such a short season happened to have a rejoin.
I honestly don't know.
Well, what was the challenge here? The challenge was, I don't remember. It was oh, well, a lot of characters get stronger to do something. Oh, it's to like steal the chest, or whoever has the chest at the end loses or something. Oh, Fern is coughing and so am I. We're so alike.
Guys, I don't get it.
Boop. Time's up. Who has the chest?
We already told you, Spico. It disappeared.
No, it didn't.
Huh?
I have it.
Wow. Good job, Money. That means that Ruler is out, and you rejoin the game. The cake this time is a glass of water.
Oh, alright, no, it's for the rejoin, yeah. Yeah, oh, of course that makes sense. But also there's a quite violent death.
It's broken.
I bought a
Ruler's death was quite violent. Where did that happen?
Vote for your favorite contestant. These will be added to the votes from last.
For me, if everyone else is going to be so evil to me, I'm going
I guess
to be evil to everyone else.
Well, that's stupid.
Okay, that one was not shown. It was off camera because it was too violent. So now there's only 6 contestants left, and one of them is Money.
Day off, music box.
Of course, you all earned it for making it to the halfway
Cruise ships
point.
have a bad vibe right now because of hantavirus and all these other situations happening, which I don't know how we're gonna end up, but I'm really wishing for people's safety and health, you know.
Oh, us a fun day in the water.
Oh, you're still in the water. See?
This has happened twice now. Oh, no, I like that joke. It's like, oh, see? And then he hurts himself. But, like, that also happened in BFDI Season 1, Episode 18, where, like, they're in a TLC, like, chamber and it floods, but, you know, that's not that similar. Well, then let me find... Okay, the exact challenge was to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake, right?
Shells exactly? This is so unfair!
I think it's totally fair.
Oh, you're gloating that you're...
Moldy. Money turned into, like, a psychopath. Like, it was scary how bad it was.
Money is safe.
Wow. Well, I remember, like, Needle just has to bring back the sandcastle, but it gets really, really close, like, twice or 3 times. So I feel bad for Needy. Needy, like, was so close, and that just shows how good she was at the challenges.
There's 99 here.
But...
Fern wins.
No! You did this, didn't you, Fern? You are my enemy for life! You hear?
I feel like this reminds me of, like, Squid Game, where, like, it's kind of like Toothpaste got the... What is it called? The Dalgona cookie that had the umbrella, and everyone else got the easy one. Because to get exactly 100 shells, there's so many more ways you can get that wrong. By getting, in this case, 99. Whereas if you just have to... If you just have to get a grain of sand or, like, a boat, there's so many ways you could do it, and then you'd still pass. So, rest in peace.
Today's cake for surviving
Rest
is a
in peace,
shell.
Toothpaste. Okay, this is where they have to build an announcer, like a speaker box of their color or something, and it has to look like them.
Our own speaker box. The last contestant to rebuild a speaker box is eliminated. Go.
Oh, the G&O, they get to come back after all these years.
Come on, Robo-Me. You're coming with Planty-Me.
Planty-Me.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Isn't it interesting that, like, I noticed the grass? So in normal BFDI Season 1, it's green. In BFB, it turns a little bit bluer, and in BFDI, it goes the other way. It turns a little bit yellower.
Of course! Let's regrow you, little guy!
I don't know if that's how technology works. Metal doesn't grow when you put it in dirt, you know.
Help me finish my challenge, or else.
That's Adam Katz. I can't believe Adam Katz voices an evil character. Well, not evil, just a little strong-witted. That's what I'll say.
You're not wanting to get me out. Hurry, or I'm going to flatten you. Got that?
Having one speaker box to make another.
Only idiots make those.
But there's an alliance of, like, so there's an alliance of 3/4 of the cast. That's like everyone except one person. That's called exclusion, not an alliance. Okay, next episode.
Hello friends and fans, today we're going to be interviewing our final 4 competitors.
Oh, it's
this
4
is Fern,
now.
The least relevant member of the remaining cast. Haha.
I think people
Anyway,
thought that because
Fern,
Money
who would you
rejoined so
force
late
into
that Money was a
spending
shoo-in for the
eternity
final
on
3.
Nightmare Island?
But spoiler, you know, so don't watch if you don't want to know what happens. But Money does not make final 3, so I think he gets out in this episode.
To the island. In Sidewalkie. Only the me.
I send everyone to the island. No mercy.
I cannot stand Money.
Through all
Evil
the
people
contests, the
it's
player-
too much. I can't handle it. So, oh, this is when we have to get points, and it's like they're doing every challenge in the whole history of the season.
I'm just trying to win.
You could have at least let me get second. I need points too.
I need points too. I need points too.
You girl.
See, that's so mean. Like, Money just mocks for no reason. Like, that can hit someone's soul, like, deep into their nervous system. So, like, don't do that to someone. Even Sidewalk, even though they're also mean, it's like, that's just not nice.
I thought you were killed.
Yeah, I'm her clone. Anyway, you'll be ranked this challenge based on how much you contribute towards bringing back the speaker box.
Ooh.
I've got it.
Sicker's always so fast with it. Like, Sicker never, like, double thinks. Where's the one where they end up in, like, a casino? Is that the finale? I think it's the finale. Alright, this is the BFDI A1 callback, and it's the same hills. By the way, these hills, Michael animated them, but I feel like they're inspired by Tiny Wings, which is that app that, like, of, like, the flying bird that got really popular in, like, 2010 or 2011. And, like, well, that's what it looks like. It was really fun. I used to play it at night when my mom said I should be sleeping, but yeah, it's like you're traveling on hills like this. But this here, you're going left, and Tiny Wings, you go right. Let's watch Money be eliminated, because I'll be happy to see it.
Pushover didn't work, and now this didn't either.
You are talking for too long.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. You will not be missed.
Cake now? I'm starving over here.
Money is the root of all evil. Maybe that's what the... I didn't even make that connection until just now. Money is the root of all evil. That's like a quote. And here, money is evil. So that must be what the writers were like calling back to. Anyway, I like this joke that all the people are in this enormous tiny loser chamber. Because in all the previous seasons, the joke is the tiny loser chamber is so small. Everyone's crushed or cramped and it's like torturous. But here it's so big. It's like luxurious.
Those three made the finale. What a joke.
What did you say?
Who do you guys think is gonna win?
I can't hear you.
What did you say?
I know that all this reverb is used and echo to make it feel really big. Okay, they come out.
Whoa, we're free.
Hot dog comes back after so long.
You are screaming right into my ear. Hot dog.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, this is the one where they go into the casino. I remember that.
Bye-bye.
I feel like stickers is like stickers. It's not a gimmick, but like kind of like using the object nature of being able to peel the sticker off happens a lot. Like ice cube getting shattered or like I don't know, bubble popping. It's like these sort of traits of the object. Sometimes they never show up. Like we never really use the fact that like Leafy could grow because she's a leaf. It just doesn't happen. But sometimes it shows up all the time.
I've got to play fair.
And it happened right here too.
Thanks, friend. You saved me. And now for your reward.
But yeah, I really like the.
You must get. That would be catastrophic.
I really liked how the inside of the casino looks because
For the third leg,
I've been to
you
Las
must get
Vegas a
past
few
these
times.
Killer robots and into the casino's restaurant.
Casino's
Killer
restaurant.
robots?
I guess like it's a casino because like the original Dream On said like, oh, there's like a casino, 5 restaurants, and the winner even gets to decide who gets to come on and who doesn't.
Third leg, you must get past these.
Killer robots. I heard you explain it to Sticker.
Wow, Fern, that was a little sassy. But I feel like of the final 3, like Fern, Sticker, and Sidewalkie, Sticker cheats all the time, and Sidewalkie is just like a mean bully. So I feel like Fern was the only person who like was not totally clean. I mean, I know like he got toothpaste out from a bit of a sabotage and also was enemies with toothpaste. Or, well, I said that twice, I guess, but
Wow. With
Also,
Sticker distracting them, I can go straight to the restaurant.
Yes, Fern, I'm a Fern fan.
go!
I wasn't involved in any of BFDI's production. I wasn't part of the writing or like the production. So when episodes came out, I was basically like a fan watching an episode for the first time, I didn't know how it was gonna go.
Okay, where am I?
We've all been here being lost from a map. Also, I was shocked how many slices of this wheel that someone drew. This is more slices of a wheel than I've ever seen. Like this chicken tenders, that's like just one out of like 100 slices. So someone like went ham creating all the other options.
Be able to recreate it. Oh well. Time to pick who stays in Nightmare Island.
No, okay, so Fern wins. Well, actually, let's watch Fern win. So Sidewalkie goes the highest, which is like, Sidewalkie's gonna win the whole season. Of course he is. But I forget, is it the water jet that pushes Fern up? I forget. It's been a while since I've watched this. Oh, no, it's, what is that? Oh, yeah, that is, no, I was right, I predicted it. Well, because I just remembered it. Oh.
Huh? Did I?
And there we have it. Fern is the winner of Battle for Dream Island elsewhere.
I'm so happy. That is the correct ending. So we see Fern win. Oh, Toothpaste is happy, but weren't they enemies? Oh, look, plant helping another plant.
I never lost faith in you, Fern. Except mid-challenge, when exactly that happened.
What the?
Oh. Hot Dog was not loyal
Here's
enough.
your grand cake, Fern.
Ugh.
More, please.
You won't get any more because that was quite gluttonous what
Sorry,
you did.
Fern. That's the only cake of its kind.
Okay, anyway.
Pick who stays in Nightmare Island.
Please.
Oh yeah, Fern gets to pick who stays on Nightmare Island.
We've been trapped for weeks.
Of course, guys. You're free to go. Rose, David,
But I think we all know she makes a mistake.
Fern.
Up. Once someone wins, and those gates.
Same thing for me, right? Strong competition. Can I leave too?
Nope.
Oh, Toothpaste did it.
Toothpaste?
I forgot.
I didn't want to trap anyone in there. Announcer, undo this.
Eat up. Once someone wins and those gates are closed, they're closed for good. Sorry, Fern.
Toothpaste! How could you?
I think the idea was that BFDI would be like the anti-BFDI, where it's like in BFDI you get to pick who gets to come on to this wonderful island that adds positivity to your life. So in BFDI, the winner gets to pick who gets to leave the negative, Nightmare Island. And that's like removing, like everyone hates Nightmare Island.
Fern, she was my enemy.
I forgot. Oh, Money is female. I forgot.
Sure, they just forgot to let me out.
Wait, I kind of like felt a little sympathy when I watched this the first time. That Money is so oblivious and thinks that like salvation is coming. Like I don't know if it's coming. And wait, it kind of reminds me of there's another show I watched where like someone ends up trapped forever, but they're kind of lying to themselves that is the case.
Right?
Oh no. Well, actually, see, I was a Money hater up until that moment. Like, if you get sympathy out of me, you tug my heartstrings, I get sad.
Thank you for the players for playing, and you, the viewers, for viewing. These are your votes from throughout the season.
Well, thank you, announcer, for putting together this lovely season. But I do like data graphs and all that.
What a coincidence.
Like, we could see all the graphs. We could see that this one is David. David got almost as many likes or votes as Fern at one point by like the middle of the season, but then they got eliminated.
Won in the end. How lucky is that?
That makes sense.
Goodbye elsewhere.
Goodbye elsewhere. Well, we watched all the episodes. I think that's it. Let's just go to the very end. Wait, there's 14 more seconds. Wait, have I seen this part?
Oh, hey, announcer thing. Where were you?
Elsewhere.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. She was so
Well,
sad.
actually, I don't think I ever watched that ending. Where were you? Elsewhere. So yeah, he did go to host the other season in between, intermissions of this season, and it takes us all the way back to the episode 1 compilation. I have a bit of a congested nose, so I keep clogging up. But like, it's kind of poetic that the very next video is the season 1 compilation, so that we start the very beginning again. Let's do it all over again. Let's watch.
Really?
No.
For sure.
We're not doing this again, but we did do it all once, so that's 119 episodes that I just watched, 15 seconds of each. This was my 1001st video, and I can't believe I did it. Yeah, my hotel room. Oh my god, I'm getting tired. It is 3:21 a.m. Yay! Well, the reason I'm actually okay with this and it's not that late is that I'm still in California time. I'm gonna be back in California. Why is my phone blinking like that? It's not blinking like that in the real world. Only the wait, that's crazy. Only like my laptop camera can see it. Like my human eyes cannot see that. Anyway, it's because my brain's on California time. I'm gonna be back in California in like 2 or 3 days. So it's not 3:21 a.m. It's really 12:21 midnight, which is not that late. But I mean, still, I shouldn't be doing this. But I want to get this video done. Thank you for watching this compilation video. To give you some context, let's just scroll. Oh my god, this mouse is being so weird right now. Please pardon the waiting. Okay, so watch. We watched in the last 3 hours. We've watched BFDI 1A, 1B, 2, 3, 4, 5. Season 1 complete, and then we watched BFDI A 1, 2, 3. Season 2 complete, or not quite complete, but I know I showed you a little bit. And then BFDI is back. Then IDFB 1, the only episode so far. Maybe not soon, but we'll see. Then BFDI Paper Towel. And then we watched BFB 1, 2, 3. BFB season done. And then we watched Teapot 1, 2, 3. Up to Teapot 22. So it's the Power of 2, episode 22, which is not the end of the season, but it's the most recent as of May 10th, I guess. And then I watched BFDI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's the whole show. And the way we can finally see a formal count of how many episodes that is by going on the BFDI Wikipedia, which is oh my god, my mouse, come on, this is the end of the episode. You can do it. It says you visit often. How embarrassing that I was called out like that. Wait, this is the BFDI Wikipedia page. And let's see, how many episodes does it say there were? 112, 117 parts, which makes sense because BFDI A5 is split up into 5. Why is it blinking like that? Anyway, that's weird. Okay, anyway, these are the 6 seasons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and look at all those episodes. So season 1, 25, then 24, 1, 30, 22. Okay, I think if my screen is blinking like that, it's a sign to end the recording because I think my computer's glitching out. So thank you for watching 1001 Humany videos. Like, let's go back and just quickly check. I literally have. Let's zoom in. Well, this doesn't tell me how many videos, but right here. Wait, can you see that? I'll make my screen smaller for a bit. 336,000 subscribers. Thank you to every subscriber. And 1,000 videos, 1K. Starting with Hi, which I will watch.
Hi. Hi.
Wow, what an iconic video.
Hi.
Everyone go watch that video. August 15th or something, 2017. And finishing with EWOW 17B, which I haven't watched all of yet, but I will after I get this video out. So yes, thank you for being along this nearly 9-year journey of 1,000 videos. And I'll see you all. Wait, okay, so yeah, wait. Let me just do some quick math. So almost 9 years, that's about 3,000 days. And 1,000 videos. That's about 1 video every 3 days for about 9 years. I think that's a pretty good rate. I mean, it's a little bit slower. Maybe 1 video every 3.2 days on average. But there were spans like the last 2 weeks where I didn't upload any videos. And then there's some spans where I uploaded every single day, like for like weeks. Like I remember summer 2024, I was like on that grind. I was uploading like almost every day. So it averages out to about 2 videos a week. I think that's a pretty good rate. I'm just rambling at this point. But yes, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in Humany's 1002nd video. Bye-bye!